Okay. We are on session 23, and we are at Zuggtmoy, the demon lord of fungi and rotten decay. And last we left off, we ended right when the warlock flew into the ground after attacking the Zuggtmoy's cape. Zuggtmoy's cape is on fire, by the way. It's a slow burn. There's so much goo that this cape is almost fire retardant. But it's almost fire retardant, not is fire retardant, but it's damaged. All right, and just to give a better description, because I when I watched the stream, Chris said that he was still trying to imagine what this place looked like with the platform. So to make it easier, I'm gonna just describe it as best as I could, because I don't have any visuals on the inside. Neither do you guys. So it's a hollowed out mushroom stalk, and it goes around 2 feet high to the next platform. The There's a spiraling ramp going probably around 10 times going up, and it's not very steep, but it still is an incline. And each platform or each the ramp that the spiral incline is on, we'll say it's roughly 10 feet wide, and then it's got a chunk going underneath. So it's not like a brittle thing. It's almost growing out of the mushroom to make this ramp. And the surface of this ramp almost looks like a inverted dragon scale pattern. You know, like the belly of a dragon, how it's got that long scale,
Mhm.
kind of puffed out. Well, it's what is it? Concaved? Is that the word? Concaved?
Concave
Well,
is in.
Huh?
convex is out.
Concave is in.
Yeah. So it's
Convex is out.
so it's concaved, and so it's like almost um, a rib pattern with these concaved indentations. Um, the platform that this ramp goes up to, it's just a circular pinkish mushroom type platform that you see on the bottom, and it's got kind of like those lines underneath that you see underneath a mushroom cap. And the ramp goes to a hole, and it's like it's not a doorway, it's just an organic hole. It's as wide as the ramp itself. So that's going to go to the top of the ramp. You can't see above this thing, but in the center of this platform, there's a hole wide enough for Zuggtmoy to be hanging down from it. And she's hanging from thick stalks of vines. Some of them are 1 foot thick, some of them are 5 feet thick, but it's like one thick one in the middle with a bunch of slightly thinner ones all around it. It's a tangled mess. And Zuggtmoy itself looks like a big fungal sponge of some sort. I was calling it a walnut, just so I could just say that. But it's a thick fungal sponge. Looks fairly stiff, and around it are twigs and branches that you guys saw her extrude as long arms and long legs. This fungal growth is probably 15 feet tall and roughly 9 feet wide. But when she extrudes those branching arms, it looked like they were underdeveloped limbs. Like maybe it's part of her body, maybe it's not. But they made her go from 15 feet long to 30 feet long at full extension. But then she put her arms and her legs back together in that ball shape again. Um, the cape is 30 feet long and 8 feet wide, just or 9 feet wide, just as wide as her. And it's a finer. cape than what you saw before. It's got some sap on it, or like a syrupy texture on it, and that's preventing the fire from spreading on it because it's not a normal cloth. And um, the warlock, what was the warlock's name? Not Asmodin,
Captain.
Cassidon. Yeah, Cassidon stabbed it with his rapier. Was it? Was it a rapier?
Yeah.
And it had the fire, green fire imbued on it, and that's what punctured and damaged her cape. And because it was on fire, that's what set Zuggtmoy off, and because her wedding gown is getting um, destroyed. So, uh, we ended it where Fingers is on his spider crawling up the wall. Same thing with Ms. Lindra. She was crawling up the wall. So we'll say you two are together. You guys are very high up there, probably around 180 feet up. And the rest of the party, they're running around the circle trying to catch up.
Yeah.
James, Leonardo, the gnome, is on his her steel defender, and Ront and Darendil and Eldith were switching off, taking turns as they attack. One person would pass it, the next person up, and they were just chopping down these the bridesmaids, knocking them off over the edge and things like that. For the most part,
Yeah.
they don't seem to be attacking. But what did happen was all of the bridesmaids did scream. Um, you know that they're able to make audible noises now, and they let out all of them let out their spores. So this whole place is covered in spore clouds, sporadically spread out everywhere. None of them are in your guys' immediate vicinity. So they did it as a response to Zuggtmoy awakening. Uh, on the bottom, uh, there's 6 drow servants, spore servants, and 3 um, hook horror spore servants. And they're basically um, spread out on the floor where Khazadin fell. All right, so does that give a better description? Oh, the whole inside of this place is still illuminated by that pinkish glow. So everything in here looks almost like a pink, um, a light flesh colored pink color all over the inside.
Okay.
But there's no source of illumination. You don't know where the illumination is actually coming from. It's just there.
Right.
All right. Now we're going to start off with Wiley.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is not in the fight. We're going with Wiley's character for right now. You're coming home.
Okay.
You're on a you're swimming in the dark lake, and you make your way ashore. And when you get to the shore, it's your familiar home with the statues of like horrified bodies of people either trying to egress and run away, or they're in fighting poses ready to strike, but they're all petrified. These are the normal decorations that are on this island. And as you swim onto the island, um, your cloak of the manta ray, it allowed you to easily avoid creatures and other dangers of the Dark Lake. So now you're finally home. You've been gone for several months, and you were out and about looking for knowledge, things to learn, things to study, and you wanted to impress your mother, the Lady of the Lake. So as you start walking up, well, do you just immediately walk up to the hut? You want to brush yourself off or anything like that? You know, like wiggle yourself to get all the hair, water off your fur.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So let me know what your character looks like, what his name is, because I don't know.
His name is Zim. He's a kobold.
Zim?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Invader Zim.
No, drill instructor Zim from Starship Troopers.
Meh.
All right. So, what's it called? As you're walking up to the tiny hut, it's a small hut. Nothing is abnormal. It's pretty much the same as when you left it. The hut's probably like about 5 feet tall and with a small chimney smokestack. Well, no, it's about 7 feet tall with a small chimney smokestack. And it's probably around uh, I think 5 by 5. It's not very big. The door is just as big as the hut itself, with like three stairs leading to that door. And as you open the door and you go inside, and we lose him. He rage quit.
There we go.
Sorry about that. It decided to break.
Okay, yeah, you rage quit.
That's okay. Everything was frozen for me for that entire time.
Were you able to hear anything though?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Right up until you said rage quit.
All right.
Yeah.
So you open the
That was
door
frozen.
and you see that uh, uh what's her name? Your mother, grandmother Wartcrown Tykeflay, Wartcrown Tykeflay. She's um standing there. She's short and she's already old and kind of like chubby. She's got like heavy robes that like show her hunched body. You can see like her hunched spine sticking out over her, protruding from her cloak. And she's got these goggles on that make her eyes look bigger than they really are. But she needs them. They're goggles of the night, but they're also like prescription glasses. So she's going blind. And
Come.
you do see that there is an unfamiliar person in this room. He's wearing purplish black robes, or purplish robes with black patches around it. It's got intricate diamond patterns on there. Not diamonds, just diamond patterns. And he's got like a really high collar with kind of like spikes on his collar that goes past his head. And his skin is purple, and he actually turns around to see who just entered, and you see that his face has the tentacles of a mind flayer. You've never met him before. You've never seen him before, and
Illithid.
grandmother Tykeflay, she says, "Oh, Zim, come on in, come on in," and she starts walking her way, trying to um um address you and come up to you properly. And she grabs your hand. She goes, "I have some new friends for you to meet."
Okay.
And
God. Oh God, no. He's gonna voice it.
you can. That's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I just funny for the video.
So as she comes on in, she says, we have some you have a new brother and new sister. I would like for you to meet." And this is Grazalax. Grazalax is a guest of our home. Grazalax, this is my son, Zim. Well, you're a boy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Grazalax nods, and he telepathically says, "Pleasure to meet you."
It's nice to meet you too.
And then what's it called? In the back, you hear like a sudden crash sound with like what sounds like empty cups falling all over the place, and there's even like a broken vial that you hear shatter on the floor. And Granny Warcrown, she kind of like hurriedly walks you to the back of the house. She's like, "Come meet your brother and sister." And as you start walking to the next room, you see this kind of like her laboratory and her animal shelter, I guess, because there's plenty of cages here with small animals. Oh, excuse me, I'm drinking Monster. There's plenty of small animals in cages like um bats, beetles. You see scorpions in jars and stuff, and there's like pieces of wing or some weird bird foot inside of a jar. You see eyeballs and like lizard heads, things like that. And
Gotcha.
inside, you see that there are these two deep gnome children that are playing around with each other, like wrestling each other in the room. And but they're furry. They are deep gnomes. You can resemble from their make the resemblance from their height, their weight, and proportions. But they're very hairy. They're lycanthropes.
Okay.
And
Ooh.
she says, "This is Topsy and Turvy," and they start running up, and they go. The boy, when he kind of like gives a frown at you, he goes, uh, "Granny, who is this?" And she goes, "This is your big brother. This is Zim. Zim, say hello."
Hello, Topsy and Turvy. My name is Zim.
So, how tall is your character?
It's,
That's a good question.
Ah, okay.
Those I think
tall are kobolds?
3 feet.
All right. So they're as big as you are, except you're older than them. These are actually children. They're gnome children.
Okay.
Um, what's it called? Well, they're not as big as you. They're almost as big as you. So they run up to you and they start tackling you down. And let me see here.
They start talking me down. What? Sorry. You
They start tackling you down, trying to like wrestle with you. Do you want to roll your strength check or do you want to just forfeit it?
I'll just forfeit it.
Okay, they jump on top of you and they're acting like they're like gnawing on your clothes and pretending like they're biting on you. And
I am wrong. Those are medium-sized creatures. So, yep,
what?
gnolls are medium-sized creatures.
No,
Gnomes.
talking about gnomes.
Gnomes.
G-N-O-M-E.
He's a yeah, but Wiley's a gnoll, right?
Oh, he's a
I'm
kobold.
kobold.
Kobold. Okay, I'm being stupid. Never mind.
All right.
Ignore me.
So
Okay.
as you hear, these guys are like wrestling on you, doing like feral noises, and then just messing around with you. They're not harming you. It's just playful fun that you can tell. And then
Okay.
you hear in the back of your head telepathically, you hear Granny Warcrown. This is actually pretty important. Would you mind coming back over here so we can further discuss what happened in Gracklestog? And then she goes, yes, yes, yes. She says, Zim, would you like to join us?
It would be my pleasure.
All right. So you go back into the main room where you opened the door and came inside. And Zim. So Grazalax, he says, well, as I was saying, there was some sort of demonic possession happening to the Deep King Horgar the Fifth, Horgar Stillshadow, and what we found was he was being entranced by a succubus that was in disguise, and I don't know what the purpose of that was, but there was also a portal being built beneath the city, but we had a Zorn eat it. And I wanted to pass this information to you to see if you had learned anything about any of these occurrences. And she says, well, I believe some of your friends have already come over here and they shared information with me about the Demogorgon, and we performed a scrying and we were able to see that there were many demon lords over here. And Grazalak says, my friends? And she goes, yes, the Drider, the dwarf, the elf, and the gnome. And what's it called? The two halfling, the two deep gnomes. They come running in there, and they're in regular deep gnome form. They're out of their were at form, so you can see that they can actually control the transformations. And so,
Okay.
Grazalak starts informing further that he goes, yes, they are friends of mine. We have been talking with Thumberchod, the Red Dragon, and also the Stone Giants over there too. And they do have a problem that was rectified, but we still need to know more about where are my friends and where they are heading to. And she goes, well, let me see here. And she she brings out her a pot of water, and it's very heavy for her because it's like very big for her. It's a black cauldron, medium sized, and she just puts it in the middle. She's like, "Oh, my back," and she goes, "Let's see if we can find your friend." And she starts performing a scrying spell, and she says, "Show me Ms. Lindra. Show me where Ms. Lindra is and what she is doing." And as she's casting her magic, she's trying to cast a scrying spell. It takes literally about 10 minutes to happen, and the water is bubbling and starts rising, and then green smoke poofs out of there like a cloud, like poof. And then she looks inside, and she doesn't see anything. Spell failed. She's like,
Ah,
I wonder why that didn't work. But the reason why it didn't work, you guys know, even though you're not there, Ms. Lindra has uh, an amulet of non-detection, so she, she can't uh, she can't be detected. She can't be scried. And then Grazlax says, we can't find her. Maybe one of her other companions. Maybe, maybe the artificer. She says maybe. So that she tries to do again. She starts casting her spells over her cauldron again. And Leonardo, let me see here real quick. I forgot what it is. Where is the player's handbook? Okay. Since Granny Warcrown has met you before, and she knows you, it's easier for her to do a scrying on you. Now, let me see here. Leonardo, make a wisdom saving throw unless you want to forfeit it. You can detect that someone is performing a scrying on you. You want to forfeit it?
The problem is I'm not sure who.
No, you don't.
14? I don't know if it's, also could be, our friend, Miss Lindra's sister, too.
That's right.
Okay. You passed. And it failed. And she says, Granny Smith.
Where's her apples?
Granny Warcrown, she says, this one doesn't want to be seen. And okay, jumping over to you, James. You just witnessed Cassidon fall to the ground and he's unconscious. And then you had this weird feeling that somebody wanted to see you. We're jumping from Dark Lake to Neverlight Grove now.
Well, I'll tell, anybody that's near me what happened.
Well, tell them. Who do you tell?
Well,
What do you say?
basically, something was trying to contact me or see me. I say, be careful. Something's going on here.
Okay.
I don't know. Do I know exactly what it was, or do I have any hint?
Roll your Arcana.
What was, 19.
Okay. You know, after you shut it down, you recognize the energy is coming from Grandmother Warcrown, the sea hag that you met at the Dark Lake.
Well, I'll say basically it was something. Was it Granny Warcraft? And she was trying to scry for us.
Warcraft.
Okay. So, going back to the Dark Lake, uh, Granny tells Grazilax, that one didn't want to be seen. Should I try somebody else? And telepathically, Grazilax says, yes, let's try the half drow Fingers. Fingers, do you want to be scryed?
Not really.
Roll your saving throw.
I did, and I rolled an 8.
Okay. So, um, you could tell that somebody is like watching you, and what's it called? You don't know where this feeling is coming from, but you do have this feeling that you are being watched, and
Well, I was just told somebody was trying to do it, so I'm assuming it's them.
okay, and so Zim, you see there is a half drow riding on a spider climbing up a wall, and it's vertical. Kind of like as if the the viewing was orbiting Fingers from one side of the wall outward towards the other side of the wall, like an arc. You do see that there is a Drider next to him, and then there's also um, at the corner of an angle, you see there's like a wide um, mushroom environment, or you can't tell it's a mushroom environment, but you see this pinkish environment. That's the inside of the mushroom tower, and there is a slight viewing of this hanging mushroom fungal growth that it looks to be very high in the air. You can't really see the whole thing, but then Grazilax, he looks at it. He says, "What is that? Uh, can you?" He tells Granny Smith, "Can you make it so you could see what um Fingers is seeing?" And she goes, "Let me try." And she starts casting her magic, and she can't make it work where she could see from what Fingers is seeing because Fingers is just way too smart, I think.
I think.
But she's able to get from the spider. So through the spider's eyes, you see that on the pot there's like 8 different angles, and you can clearly see this thing. It's got a long cape around it with 12 bridesmaids crawling all over it, trying to work frivolously to take out the fire that's on the cape, and it's also walking around the mushroom fungal growth that has a face on it, and they're doing things to it. You don't know what they're doing. And Grazilax, he looks closer to the pot, and he could see from you could see from through the pot to what looks like a face on this fungal patch, and its eyes open and look at the scrying, and then it cuts it out. So Grazilax, he says, "My friends are in danger. Uh, I need to go with them at once." And he starts storming out of the hut. And Granny Wartcrown, she tells you, "What did you learn when you were out there? Did you see anything similar to this?"
Should I roll for that?
Oh, you have. You've
I
seen
have. Okay.
demons, but not at that magnitude. You've experienced demon monsters, and that's why you came home.
I've seen things similar to that, but not that exactly.
She goes, "Talk with Grazilax. Learn what you can with him, from him, and go with him. I want you to help him. That way you can come back with information so that you can help me in the future. Can you do that for me, son?"
Yes, Granny.
She goes, "Good, good, good. Come on, let's go." She grabs you by the hand. She starts walking you out, and then she tells the two were rats. She goes, "Topsy turvy, I'll be right back in just a minute." And then she walks outside of the door with you, and then you hear, "I'm gonna get you. No, not if you can't. Not if I run away from you first." And then they're going back to playing inside the hut. And she starts walking with you up to Graslax. You see Graslax pulls out a staff, and he starts reciting an incantation. And she says, "Graslax, wait." And then he stops and he turns around to look at you. And he goes, "Hmm?" And he's looking at you. Them.
How do I say things? Okay. Uh, hey, Grassfax, I'm going to go with you.
Yeah, she says, "Do you know what you were asking? Do you know what you were asking for by coming with me?"
I'm assuming I'll get to learn things when I go.
And "My dear boy, this is not some little kid's adventure. This is not your typical walk through the woods or whatever you guys might think is all fun and games." He goes, "This is a serious matter that involves the safety of the world. There's only one way for you to come with me. If you come with me,
Okay.
you have to join us. But there is no turning back from where we're going, and we may die."
I would gladly give my life in the pursuit of knowledge.
And then he starts saying some words. He says, "I am giving you the gift of the. I'm giving you the gift as a member of the Society of Brilliance." And then he says, as he starts saying these words, you feel a magical presence absorb into you, and now you are a member of the Society of Brilliance. And he says, "Give me 10 seconds, and then you follow me." And then he teleports. And when he teleports,
1, 2, 3.
all right. So you guys now back inside of the Mushroom Palace. Fingers just below you, because he was able to see where you're at. You see, like a bubble appear, like a bluish translucent bubble, and Grazilax appears right below you, and
I'll
he's
scurry away
looking
from
up.
him.
Huh?
Scurry away from him because I don't know who or what it is offhand.
Oh,
Right at the moment.
it's a safe distance. It's below you, probably about 15 feet, and
Oh,
you do recognize that it is Grazilax. And Grazilax looks at you guys, and he says, "Miss Lindra, what are you doing? What is happening here?"
Oh, hey, Galax, you're just in time. Demon.
Okay. So, right when that happens, as you say demon, you see, describe yourself to the party real quick. This guy travels right beside Grazilax.
Okay.
I'm just a kobold, probably wearing robes that are too big for my body. I'm also keeping a very close hold on spell book, probably holding it to my chest with both arms.
What color are you? What color is your hair?
Color is my hair. What colors are kobolds? I haven't actually made a look for my kobold dude yet.
Oh, I thought that's what you were doing all this time.
I was just trying to figure out how the stuff worked. I got it all figured out. I didn't give him appearance though.
Okay.
Everything's but appearance.
so we can figure that out.
All right. So first thing, Let me see this.
I'll be red. How's that?
Red kobold? That's cool. Wait a minute. Kobolds are scaly. They're not furry. Kobolds are scaly. The old
Yeah.
kobolds are furry. Got it. Got it.
They can be both.
Furry and scaly. Double ugly.
Well, kobolds are descended from dragons. They can have hair.
What does shield do? Real quick. Alright, so Grazlax, he immediately casts shield on himself. And that's his turn. And you recognize that he did cast that spell on himself. And so everybody is going to roll initiative.
All right.
Ooh. 17.
Okay.
Do I still roll my mod if I rolled a 1?
Yes, you still
Oh,
have your
you're-
mod. Cannot fumble.
Your
Or
dex.
You also have your inspiration point. Remember that. James has an inspiration point, and so does Zim.
Alright, so 6.
You rolled a 6. Okay.
Yeah. Wait,
So roll.
5. Not a 6. Not a 6. 5.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus your dex.
That is. He
your
rolled a
dex?
1.
Oh, he.
you rolled a 1 plus his dex.
Oopsie. Oopsie.
Okay, so
What's in mine?
Diamora, what did you roll?
I don't think anybody heard you. Talk louder.
6 total.
Okay. And fingers?
7.
Oh wow. And Ms. Lindra.
All going to die.
Ms. Lindra, what did you roll? I can't hear Ms.
Hold on a
Lindra.
second. I'm catching up.
19.
There we go. I'm starting to catch up. Hold on a minute. I don't know why. I've got good
We
signal
gotcha.
right now. I don't know why I'm fucking lagging.
We got you.
It's so weird.
It's all the magic that's happening. You got two people that teleported in, and then
If anyone can tell me why, for some reason, everyone lags on my end without a connection issue.
you need to upgrade your internet from DOCSIS 3 to DOCSIS 3.1. If you haven't done it, that might be it. All right.
I might have a 3.5-inch disc around here for that.
Oh, he needs a whole new modem. All right. So what did you roll, Ms. Lindra?
I rolled a 19.
All right. Okay. So 19. First is going to be a little twig figure running towards you guys, running towards the mind flare, and it's waving its hands, and it says really loudly, "You guys aren't supposed to be in here. No one is supposed to see the bride before the wedding. It's against ritual, and it's against it brings bad juju. So you guys have to leave." And Ms. Lindra, it's your turn.
You do realize that this is a demon, right?
Oh, what?
A demon. You do realize this is a demon, right?
No.
Big squishy.
It's the Great
Personally,
Cedar.
yes, but my character didn't.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's lying to you, and we're going to kill it. So you have a choice: stand in the way, and I kill you too, or move.
And then
And
go ahead.
I was gonna just do my action. What was it gonna say?
I thought that was going to be your action. Go ahead. What's your action?
I'm fine talking the whole time. That's fine.
You're fine talking the whole time? Okay.
Yeah, I'm only supposed to be allowed 10 words in a turn anyhow, so I well overdid that.
Okay. So it's Zuggtmoy's turn, and instead of Zuggtmoy, it's going to be two more bridesmaids. They run up beside the one. They're like, "No, don't do it! Don't do it! Stop! Don't do it!" And that's their turn. And then Zuggtmoy, she starts lowering her vines start lowering as her ball, or her we'll call it her cocoon, the walnut. It's dropping and it's lowering 30 feet. No, what's dashing speed? 60.
It's
60 feet.
double. Yeah.
So it's lowering, and you see that this vine that it's on, you don't know how long it is, but it looks like it's going to go to the floor. Now it's
Okay.
since you only did words, do you want to do anything? Do you have like a reaction?
I'm just gonna bonus action my spiritual weapon. So
What is your spiritual weapon? You said before in the previous video that you always imagined it as a spider, like an ethereal spider, I take it?
yeah.
Okay, what do you want it to be?
Well, that's what I would like it to be. I like it to be like it basic. Usually, the spiritual weapon is the symbol of the weapon of the deity that you belong to.
So it's going to be
So
the spider?
for Ront, it's like a dagger or something. So it could be like a
A blade spider.
yeah, it could be like a little dagger with spider-like legs.
Okay. Alright, so go ahead and
Okay, it's gonna go over and do its thing. Take a stab and what is that? That is a ooh 14, 24.
the 24 hits. And what's the damage?
The damage is going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of damage for max damage.
Okay. Now it's Leonardo's turn.
Okay. How far away are they?
You're on like you're probably around 75 feet running up the ramp. So from the ground, you're about 75 feet. The thing it's lowered 60 feet, so it's probably still around 50 feet higher than you, but offset 45 feet.
So is it within 100 feet of me? 120 feet. Guess it's range of the spell.
Did I say any? What did I just say?
Oh, if 120 feet's the range, I'll do it.
Okay. What are you doing?
Chill touch.
All right. So does it have to make a DC or anything?
Yes. 16.
Okay.
So let me make sure.
What's the DC versus what?
Let me see. Oh, there they are. See.
No, he has to make a ranged spell attack.
Oh, that's what it is. A range. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Range spell attack. Then go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
15.
15 misses. All right. And your steel defender, it used its fire in the Garden of Welcome, so it doesn't have fire anymore.
Can I get down to the other player character? We don't know he's dead yet. But
You're gonna try to
get down to.
you're gonna try to run down. You know it's
Yeah.
unconscious. Okay. All right. So you're trying to run down, and now it is the NPC's turn. They see that you're running down. They see that Ms. Lindra tried to attack it, and Ront is yelling at Ms. Lindra. He says, "Ms. Lindra, up or down, up or down," like he's referring to either going to the bottom or trying to make it to the top of the platform.
And this thing looks like it's going down, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then I will tell him down.
Okay. So Ront, Darendil, and Eldith, They all turn around. They're starting to run down, following in pursuit of Leonardo. Now it is Fingers' turn.
I'm going to go up
Okay.
to try and cut the vines that she is hanging from.
Excellent.
Okay. And so you're going up. You're crawl to the bottom of the what's it called, the platform? 'Cause you're already pretty high.
Yeah.
So you make it to the bottom of the platform. Now you're upside down, and you're fine because you have the military strap, so you could go upside down or military saddle. And that's your turn. Do you have any bonuses, actions, or anything?
Not offhand. I can. No, all my spells are regular actions. But was that just movement? Or was
Um,
that both move? Dash move.
if you want to do a dash move, you can make it towards either the stairwell opening or the opening in the center of the platform. That was just your regular move.
Okay. I was going to try and attack or try and cut the vines that she's hanging from.
Okay, so you're going to try to get closer to the middle.
Right.
All right. So are you doing a dash then to reach it?
If I have to do that to reach it, yes.
Okay, so your regular movement took you to the underside of the platform. Dashing across is going to take you another 30 feet to the rim where the hole is at.
Okay.
All right. And Diamora, you saw this purple guy with like an octopus face. Let me show you guys just so that you know, because you don't know. So these two things just teleported in. Where is it now?
This is what the new Boulder's Gate. This is what the new Boulder's Gate main bad guy is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Grazilax?
No, just Illithids. Maybe it's not the main bad guy. Maybe it's just the teaser bad guy. Maybe the main bad guy's.
Could be,
Okay.
Like one of those brains.
So this is the being that walked in or teleported in, talking to your friends, well, your acquaintances right now.
Is that Megamind?
The people you're fighting next to.
Yeah. So he seems to be an ally because he was communicating with the Drider, and then the kobold, he just walked in. Actually, I have kobolds. I'm not sure if I have a centaur.
Oh, what, like a figure?
Yeah. No, I don't
Or a
see a
picture.
centaur.
It's really not that hard. You just take a horse, cut off its head, and then take a human, cut off its legs, and glue them together.
I don't know if you can see that. That's a kobold. Now you can't see it, can you?
I can see it, I just can't tell what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not focusing
It's
properly.
not super clear or anything, but it's seeable.
Alright, maybe I could find a picture. Wrong book.
There's plenty of pictures on Google. Just type in kobold.
It's almost like a miniature dragon midget guy.
Miniature dragon midget guy.
Yeah, I like kobolds when they were were-rats. Or not were-rats, they were like little rat men. Page 155? 195. Okay. So, like this.
So there's definitely no hair on it. Unless you're using the was it the never-ending story of that dragon? It's the only hairy dragon I've ever heard of.
Oh, there's the Chinese dragons.
They're not hairy. They've got scales.
What about on their faces?
Some of them have manes. Some of them have mustaches and beards.
Chinese dragons? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you saw that
What
weird
dragon is
You saw that octopus guy, or the guy with the octopus face come in, teleport in. You saw that little dragon thing um, come in too, and they appear to be friendly. And you're seeing that the big walnut is lowering itself down. What are you doing?
Me?
No, Diomora.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot at it.
Okay, go ahead and. How many attacks can you make?
2.
Two.
Okay, go for it.
First one, not 20 to hit.
That's great.
All right. And what's the weapon? Crossbow.
Heavy crossbow.
All right.
Yes.
15.
15 misses. But the first one hit.
Roll dice twice. Your damage.
7.
Okay. So your your crossbow bolt, it looks like it sinks in, and it literally goes in like jello, but it doesn't seem to make any impact. Like there's no expression of pain. Doesn't even acknowledge being shot.
Maybe it does. I'm thinking to myself. Nothing.
Or it probably just has that many hit points. Like,
Right?
and the second shot, it misses. And at the end of your turn, um, next to because it was you guys that hit. Next to Ms. Lindra and Diamora, as well as directly in front of Leonardo's running path, 3 pinkish spores pop up. Like they look like the ground or wall is blistering, and these bubble things just appear next to you guys. Um, there's a 5th one that appears next to what's it called? Fingers for, and it like grows on the edge of that hole. And then when those things grow, they burst, and you 4 roll wisdom saving throws.
19.
Okay.
26.
Okay.
I rolled 19.
16.
Okay. What did you roll? Fingers?
You're muted, guy.
He rolled a 1.
Oh. Nope. Still muted.
You pushed the button twice, so there you go. You're good.
Okay, I was sorry. I was eating chips. 11.
Oh, okay. So what happens was these four bubbles, they appear next to you guys and then explode like pff. And so Ms. Lindra, you succeeded on this spore attack, and so did Leonardo. But Fingers and Diomora did not. Um, you hear telepathically in your heads. My bridesmaids told you it was unlucky to see me before the wedding. Now go away. And you guys uncontrollably, what's it called? Start moving away. Diomora, you're egressing. You're going back down to where you came from. Uh,
This is a mind influencing effect, correct?
yes.
Yes.
Then technically, I think Guy gets a advantage on the save.
Versus charm.
Do you?
Yeah, it's charm. It's charm, right?
Yeah, being half elf or
Yes.
half drow.
Yeah, so
I
he gets advantage on the save.
that's pretty good. Ah,
You got Fey
this time it was 20.
20?
You got Fey
Yeah.
ancestry? Then you get to get. Then you get it too.
Escape, yeah.
You just roll the dice twice. You take the number.
Oh, the
Advantage on saves versus being charmed.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the same thing with the
Yeah, I think pretty much everyone here has Fey ancestry.
Okay. So
Advantage against the saves.
Guy succeeded.
Oh yeah.
What?
Thank you, Chris.
Lucia still failed.
Okay. So yeah, your character, you're basically running down to get away, and you're running against your will. All right. So that was Yamora's turn. Zim, it's your turn.
Okay, where exactly in relation am I to everyone else?
You're not that far from Ms. Lindra. You're basically near the top. You see Fingers is hanging on the very top of the platform at the rim of the hole. It's like a donut hole kind of. Everybody else is below you, running down. You're except for Grazalax. Grazalax is right there next to you.
Seeing as the situation is pretty dangerous with there being lots of things around, I'm just gonna cast Mirror Image.
Okay, and for movement,
I'm gonna start running down the stairs because I don't like being alone
okay, sounds good.
in this kind of situation.
All right, so Grazlax is going to shoot lightning at Zuggtmoy. And let's see, what's her? Oh wow. And it's 8d6. Is lightning 8d6?
Depends on the level of the caster.
Lightning bolt.
No, just lightning.
Yeah, it's lightning bolt.
Oh, lightning bolt. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 8d6 lightning damage.
Yep.
Okay. 8d6.
What is?
Whoops. Oh shit. Okay. So the lightning, uh, I rolled a 39, and Zuggtmoy gets zapped, and when she gets zapped, the lightning starts traveling all the way up the vines, and what's it called? You can see the lightning traveling past you, fingers. And Zuggtmoy, she gets mad. Let me see. Hold on a second before I do that. All right, Zuggtmoy gets mad, and she looks in what's his name's she looks at Grazlax's direction, and also Eldith, Ront, and Darendil running down behind Leonardo, and she makes more of those bubble spores blisters appear next to them, and they burst. So now, let me see. Okay. Okay, so you guys see Ront and Eldith literally jump over the edge and basically fall. They're falling around 60 feet. No,
Oh,
they were 75 feet. They ran 30, 50 feet. They're falling 50 feet. So they jumped off the edge, and uh, Zuggtmoy, she says, telepathically, very loudly in everybody's heads, "If you do not leave at once, you shall all perish here, or choose to be one of my servants." And then she lowers some more. She lowers down, lower to the ground. Now she's very close to the bottom. She's just 20 feet away from the bottom. And wait, 60, that's 120. Oh, she's 60 feet away from the bottom. She's almost on the bottom. Uh, and her bridesmaids, they're still yelling at Ms. Lindra, and they're also yelling at the mind flare. And they get close, like right up to the mind flare, just as he casts his lightning, and they're yelling at him. And Ms. Lindra's like, "Please stop, go away." Oh, what's it called? You're making the goddess angry. We're not allowed to disrupt the wedding. This is bad. This is horrible. And now it's Ms. Lindra's turn.
Okay, those bridesmaids that came down at us, where did they come from?
They were already some of them were on the walls, some of them were on the ledges. These ones were on the ledges.
Okay, is there a way to go up past where the vine is coming out of?
Yeah, if you continue up the ramp, it's on the other side. No wait, you were going up towards the hole, so you're pretty much underneath the hole.
Uh huh.
And you can either go up there or you can go where what's it called? You could follow where Fingers is at. He's trying to just make it as close as possible to the vines, and
Mm-hmm.
the hole from the ramp. It's probably another 30 feet above you.
Okay. Can I get above where Fingers is? Like where the vines are coming out of? Can I get above that?
To the very top, you're saying, or just the platform?
No, above that. Wherever the vines are coming out of. Like we saw the lightning go up the vines all the way up to the top.
Yeah.
I'm. Can I go above that?
You have to go up there to find out. Yeah.
Okay. Then I will go up there and find out.
Okay. So when you climb up to the hole, and you basically climb into the hole, the ramp is right there, and you're on the top of the platform, and you're looking to see where this vine is at, right? Where the stem of the vine is what you're asking for, right? So
Something like
this looks like it's going to be the top of the mushroom cap, and it's actually kind of like what could be a throne room. There's nothing in there except for just the stem, and the stem does connect to the top. The top of this mushroom dome is around 50 feet tall, but
Okay.
it's wider than the mushroom stem that you guys were in. It's probably around 120 feet wide.
Okay. I'm just making assumptions here. Let's see if this works. I'm going to cast guiding bolt at the point wherever the vine connects to the top of the mushroom. I'm looking for that spot, and I'm just gonna freaking just blast it.
Okay, and
Anything? Because the my spiritual weapon attacking it didn't seem to do much, right?
it did. It it,
Oh,
it 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 just has so many hit points that it
right.
wasn't
Okay.
really flinched.
Don't tell me that.
Well, I don't want you to think it's a resistance.
So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the vine and see if I get a better reaction out of it. I was hoping that maybe she was up here and the vine was just some part of her that she was decoying us with, but
Okay, yeah, you see that it is an actual brain. Yeah, it is an actual stem. I was gonna say a brain stem.
yeah,
Um, okay, so go ahead and roll. Well, what do you have to roll for that? Is it still an armor? Is it a ranged attack?
yeah, it's a ranged spell attack. So
Okay, go ahead and roll.
18. What's my spell attack? 7, 14, 15, 25, I think.
And roll your damage.
Okay, this is going to do. Oops. Oh. Could have rolled better. 15 points of radiant damage.
15 points of damage. Okay. So when you do that, you see like one of the vines snap and start separating, but it doesn't look like what's it called, that it's making the thing lose balance or lose tension. It's just it just made one of the one of the rope of vines snap, and
Okay.
then uh what's it called, as it snaps, you see all this liquid syrup coming out of it, and
Oh.
it's spraying around the rim. But you don't know what this stuff is.
Not good for you, whatever it is, I'm assuming.
That's my guess too.
Okay, so what is it?
So my spiritual weapon still gets to go.
Okay, and your spiritual weapon, it's a spider. Oh, you said it was a knife, right?
Yeah.
So I assume it's going to follow.
Yeah, it's just following her.
Okay.
Does 19 hit?
Yes.
All right. D8 plus 4. 5. 9 more points of damage.
Okay. All right. So your knife slashes into it, or like it thrusts itself into it, and then it pops out the other side. I guess we'll just say. It's
Okay.
like a missile.
Yeah, it's darting through. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So what's next?
Noise suppression action. Okay.
So, question. All right, for legendary actions, and it says exert will. It says it can only be done at the end of another character's turn. Can it be used multiple times on the affected creatures? Like,
Yeah.
say if
It's only once per turn.
Unless the saves say otherwise, I believe they have to keep saving against it.
because it, like, for example, it says once what's it called? I get a legendary action that can be used at the end of another creature's turn 3 times, and then it says one creature charmed by Zuggtmoy that she can see must use its reaction to move up to its speed as she directs, or to make a weapon attack against a target that she designates. So I could do it 3 times, but I can only do it on one creature because it can only move so many times in that one round.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you only have as many legendary actions as it says, which is 3. When she runs out of legendary actions, she's out of legendary actions for the day.
No, not for
You
her.
can do it 3 times a day.
She gets a regained legendary action at the start of her turn.
Oh, fuck that. Bullshit.
Yeah. Legendary actions are nasty.
But either way, she can only do one at a time.
Okay.
She's still limited by action economy, so she still can only do so many actions in a turn. Yeah, rating legendary actions right here. Only one legendary action option can be used at a time, and only at the end of another creature's turn. Creature regains its spent legendary actions at the start of its turn. Oh my god! Forgo using them.
Yeah. So
And
there's there's layer actions, there's
Yeah.
her actions, and there's legendary actions. She
Yeah.
hasn't even done her actions yet. She has,
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that was Ms. Lindra's turn. Now it's Zuggtmoy's turn. So she goes down the rest of the way, and she scoops up. Her arms open up, and she scoops up. What's his name? Prazosin. Uh,
Yeah.
Cassidon.
Yes.
She scoops up, gently scoops up Cassidon's body, and she says, "I'll take care of you," and caresses Cassidon's limp body close to her chest as she closes her arms around him, and then she starts going up. And as she's going up, the bridesmaids, they're yelling at you guys again. She goes, "She's got your friend. You need to leave. You need to leave now." She's saying that to Grazlax and to Ms. Lindra. And so now she is probably around 15 feet above the floor going back up. And more spores are going off. They're growing around. More spores are growing around. What's it called? Zim.
Mm-hmm.
Darendil, Leonardo, and Diamora. No, Diamora's already affected. Fingers. So these spores grow again next to you guys. These blistering bubbles, they go off. But You already made your saves, so you're immune to these for now. For now. Um. But let me see here. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, that was more mind control. All right, now it's uh Eldith and Ront. They seem to be running uncontrollably. They seem to be running towards the hole that you guys made into the mushroom when you guys initially came in.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but they're you guys they're basically attacking the wall again because the hole sealed itself. They're trying to get out of there, and that's not them doing it on their free will. They're being controlled by
Mm-hmm.
Zuggtmoy. And let me see, Darendil. Darendil jumps off the side. He got affected by the spores, and he takes. Oh wow. Oh shit. So it was 12, 11, and 5. That's like as high as I could roll. 28. Okay. Darendil jumps off the edge, and when he falls, he pretty much doesn't try to land. You just see him basically running off the edge, and then he just plummets to the ground, and he takes 28 points of damage. Uh, Now it is Leonardo's turn.
Chill touch. 18. Oh, 19.
19.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and wait a minute. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
10.
Okay. So you see that certain parts of it touch it. It just does. Is it necrotic or is it ice?
Yes. It says necrotic damage. I guess disadvantage at attacking.
Hmm.
Me.
To think she would be immune to necrotic damage, because she's the demon lord of rot and decay. But she's not. Okay.
Yeah.
So you see that like festers are sapping out of a section of her body. Now it is Finger's turn. You're at the top.
Okay. Right. I was gonna. Since she's so close to the floor, how far away is she from me?
About almost 200 feet, practically.
Okay, out of range. She's still close to the floor. I'm gonna hack at this vine or sets of vines that
Okay.
she is attached to. So I'm gonna activate Dawnbringer
Okay.
in a large radius.
All right,
I
Ms.
mean, not
Lindra,
like
you're far enough away from him. He's on the bottom side, anyways.
Yeah.
you see light coming up from the hole. Okay, So I attack with Dawnbringer.
Mhm.
That is 19 to hit. Or wait a minute.
Yeah, that hits.
So that's 22 to hit. Or 20. Yeah. Okay. That's a D8. Plus 7. That is 12 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And with the plus 2 short sword, that is 25 to hit.
That one hits.
That's a D6. That is only 1 point of damage.
Okay. So the first one was 10, second one was 1?
Yeah, sounds right.
Alright.
Or, plus 7. Wait a minute. Yeah, 7. So D8 plus 7. And if it takes any of the radiant damage or something like that, or it's not undead, so it won't be affected by it.
Okay. Alright, so when that happens, roll your dexterity. The vines start gushing out acid.
That's an big old 11.
Okay.
Wait a minute, no. Sorry, my mistake on that. It is 14, because I have proficiency in it.
14?
Yes. Trying to get her to drop from the vine, cut this vine that's attached to. Maybe when she gets up higher, she'll drop and take massive amounts of damage.
Where is this thing? Oh, I'm looking in the wrong section. Sorry it's taking so long.
No problem.
Okay. You take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
And then you have to roll a saving throw for each of your turns until you succeed at the end of each turn.
Okay.
Oh no, at the end of her turn. Wait, a creature must repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turn. Your turn.
So my turn.
Okay. So you already failed. You got 1. Alright, that was Fingers. Now it's Diamora's turn.
Okay, so what can I do since I'm being forced to run away?
Oh, that's right. You're still running away. You're running over the edge, and you're. Do you have like a jump ability or anything like that? Being a centaur.
No.
Okay. So saving throws are let's see. How long does this last? On a failed save, the creature is affected with a disease called the influenza Zuggtmoy for 24 hours. While affected, this creature is charmed by her and cannot be reinfected by these spores. So how does this saving throw work on this?
Does it say they get additional saving throws at the end of their turn?
No.
Then they don't. They're affected for this total of 2 hours.
Okay. So you jump over the edge, and you're gonna take wait, you're 40 feet, so that's what, just four? Okay,
It's
you
gonna be three. It'll only be three because you
oh,
cut
10
off
feet's
one.
fine. Okay, so you
Yeah.
take 13 points of damage from falling, and what's it called? As you you do get up and using the dash, start running towards where you see Ront and Eldith, where they're trying to like hack at the mushroom, and you're being urged to do the same. Um, I know this sucks for you.
Could be
Dang.
worse. I could be dead.
Or you could be taking up to the top like Cassidon. So that means
Yum.
Ront and Eldith, they can't make any saves then, can they?
Mm-mm.
So that's Ront, Eldith, and Diomora. They're out of the fight pretty much. Um, Zim, your turn.
Pretty much.
I think he's lagged because his thing is just constantly going. He fell
Yeah,
asleep.
he's lagged.
He fell asleep.
Yeah, it could be.
You sound
Yeah.
Wiley? Hold up 1 second. I'm gonna message him.
I'm right here. What?
It's your turn.
Oh, he's alive.
All right. But for how long?
uh,
So okay, Wiley,
mention
three
entirely
three
rest.
three people are out of the fight. Ront and Eldith, they're and Diomora. They're being mind controlled, and they're basically trying to get out of the mushroom. They're being controlled to get out of the mushroom. They're out of the fight. Uh, Fingers is above you, upside down, and he just got splattered with acid, trying to cut the vine to separate it. Ms. Lindra is above the platform. You don't see her anymore, and you are running down to get out, right? Because you don't want to be alone.
Yeah, and who was the person that came with the NPC?
He's still in his spot.
Uh, what was his name again? Sorry,
Grazilax.
Gazalax. What are you doing, Gazalax?
He just finished doing a lightning blast, and he goes, "I'm trying to save their lives. What do you think?"
Fair enough. All right. Okay. I'm gonna keep running down. What spells can I cast? So how far am I from the bottom if I keep running down?
You're about 150 feet now, but you gotta run the circle going all the way down. Unless you have like a fly spell you want to use,
I can just jump off the edge.
and you use Featherfall.
Yeah.
All right, so if you jump off the edge, you might run into the vicinity of the Zuggtmoy, and she might be able to grab you in midair.
Well, I have mirror image going, so hopefully that she grabs the wrong one.
Okay, so when you're falling with Featherfall, you just fall normal speed, right? Like 30 feet.
Let me look. Featherfall. Yeah,
Okay.
60 feet.
All right. So you're falling. You guys see that the kobold does like a leap of faith, jumping off the edge, and then his arms are spread, and his oversized robes are like they're not shaking as windy as they would be if he was falling normal, but he's kind of like almost like skydivers what they look like when they're falling, and then they kind of control their movement. That's what he's doing. Unless you want to do something
it-
else. Do you want to do like those tumble rolls and things like that in midair?
Dodge.
I'll just
Do
like,
do a dodge.
there's like a synchronized swimmers kind of
Yep.
thing.
Okay.
I want to do that with my mirror images, except falling.
There you go. Okay. All right. So now it is new turn. And what's it called? The thing is going up, and it is actually you go down 30, it goes up 60.
I go down 60, I think.
No, 140 from me. He was 200 earlier.
Yeah, but Zuggtmoy was 15 feet off the ground, going up 60, so 75, and you and Zuggtmoy are pretty much meeting up, and she's looking at you.
Hi there.
Crud. I'm gonna get hurt.
Die. Is that about where I'd be as well? Because I'm falling.
Well, you're falling in slow motion, so she can just like.
I fall at a rate of 60 feet per round.
All right, so she rolls
We're going
a.
So he takes a dodge action.
16 plus 6. No, 16 plus 13 equals 29.
That equals a hit.
She rolled a 29. Does that hit you?
Yeah.
So with the uncanny dodge, yes, with uncanny dodge, I take half damage.
Gotta roll percentile first.
How does that work? What does he do?
He's got mirror image, so
Oh.
a second, wait. Does
Oh,
mirror
no, he's
image?
attacking me.
Not me.
Oh yeah, he's attack. She is attacking Zim.
Oh, wait,
She has,
okay.
yes, she has
Really?
mirror image. She gets the right one.
Oh, that's right. She's got a 30% chance, 33% chance.
So she has to roll. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on a second. Each time a creature targets you with an attack during the spell's duration, roll a d20. No, he's rolling a d20.
Zim is rolling a d20.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I have 3 duplicates, I must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack target to a duplicate. So I have to roll higher than a 6. If I don't roll higher than a 6, then I'm probably get dead.
Roll higher.
14.
14. It attacks one of the duplicates.
Okay. So now here's where this gets interesting. Multi-attack. Zuggtmoy makes 4 pseudopod attacks. So she destroys how many mirror images do you have? Is it like 2?
3.
3.
3? Okay.
There's 2 now.
2
She-
now.
Rolled a 30.
Roll again, Wiley. 8 or higher.
Oh, that wasn't a roll. 15.
Nice. Still hit a duplicate.
Okay, and there's one left, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Left at him.
22.
12.
Oh, that hit another duplicate.
Okay.
He's now out of duplicates.
All right, so she just like that fast. You see like these branches just whip out like, or it's like vines that whip out, and they have like a range of 10 feet long. They're pretty long. You guys see this? And so fast, it was like, and all your duplicates are gone. And she has one more attack, and she just stops it at your face. She doesn't hit you. She just like that, like a knife hand. She goes, and she tells you, "This is your last chance, little one." And she starts laughing.
I'm starting to think that we might actually need to leave, folks.
Maybe.
Why?
Oh, wait, should I, did I get to talk, did I get to respond to her?
Plus 16. Fuck you. Why?
I
Yeah,
wanna
you could.
respond.
Yeah, she tells you this is your last chance to leave, little one, and she starts laughing.
I just got here!
Okay. All right.
I'll
So
leave.
that
Goodbye.
that's her turn, Ms. Lindra. You see that acid started splattering from around the edge of the hole, and you heard what's it called fingers try to hold in some pain by the grit of his teeth. 1 point of acid damage.
Yep.
And oh, you know what? The spider. Hold on, I forgot about the spider. Roll a dex save for the spider.
Hey, that's not fair. You forgot about the spider. You're not allowed to use it. If
Well,
we have to remember about our companions, you do.
21.
Okay. Well, yeah, I forgot about having him roll. Okay, so it made it. The spider made it. All right. All right. Ms. Lindra, it's your turn. Oh no! Wait.
I'm waiting.
There's too many things going on. Sorry.
I swear I'll leave. This will be nothing more than
Okay.
a memory.
So now it's the layer. 4 plant creatures come out of the wall around you. Leonardo, not Leonardo. Ms. Lindra,
Yeah.
and you hear them coming up behind you, saying, "No, stop! Please go away! You mustn't disturb the bride before the wedding. It's bad luck to see her before she gets married." You hear that coming from behind you, and these things just basically walked out the wall. 4 of them.
Oh.
Now it's your turn. It's Ms. Lindra's turn.
Am I back? Hey, I'm back. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so 4 plant creatures came out of the wall. I don't
They're behind you.
shoot, I think it might just be time to leave.
What's that
I'm
noise?
up
Oh, sorry.
Right.
Denise.
with this open mic. Bad boy.
Is that a TV on?
Nah, that's his parent, his mom talking in the background.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna mute myself, sorry.
I guess I'm gonna climb out the hole and I'm gonna look around and just be like, shit. Okay, guys, I think it's time to leave.
Okay. And
Outgunned. This is bad. We need to go.
Leonardo, it's you.
Grab a
uh,
lap.
ro-
Can you teleport us all out of here?
let me see what he can do. I'm stupid. I was looking up Grazolax instead of Mind Flayer.
Well, he might have a different spell list. I'm not sure.
Oh, no, he's the Mind Flayer Arcanist. Okay. he tells you uh telepathically he says do you take me for a miracle worker to come over here and save you guys from this monstrosity and teleport all of you guys out of here? He's like
Yes, please.
You're hoping.
he says I couldn't even leave here if I wanted to. And he starts laughing. Yeah, he says I couldn't leave here even if I wanted to. Like he knows that he might die in here. Okay. So that's Ms. Lindra, you shout that out to everybody and you're going down the hole, you're egressing?
Yep.
I can leave.
Okay, and now it is Zuck Zuggtmoy's turn, and well, it's her legendary action. So, one whip does a 20 no, 19 plus 13, that equals what? 32? Does 32
No.
hit you, Zim? I want to say yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes too.
Yeah. That hits
I'm
me,
thinking
sorry, yeah.
so too.
8, 10. You take 16 points. Wait. 16 points of damage plus
What's hitting me?
the whip that she pointed at your face.
Oh.
Plus, what did I say? How many points of damage? 16 points of
16.
damage plus 8 points of poison damage.
So 22?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, and that's the legendary action. Now it is Leonardo's turn.
Basically, I'll move to where
You have the spore cloud in front of you. You're still running. What's it
we're
called?
trying to go.
Well-
Can I avoid?
Well, I'm sorry.
Can I?
It's in front of you, but you're in it already. You made the saving throw, so you got to run out of it.
Okay. Basically, I guess over to Eldith. Can I reach Eldith?
No, she's all the way on the bottom. She fell, and then now she's running to chopping her way out of the mushroom. She's away from you.
Basically, I'll do a chill touch on the vine,
Okay,
and it just
so you're running with the steel defender down, pointing up and doing
chill touch.
yeah.
19.
19 hits.
8 points to the vine.
Oh, the vine.
Yeah, they still try to. They still don't realize that we can't really kill it. Maybe we can cut the vine through the vine.
And then what's going to happen when you cut the vine?
Well, hopefully it'll fall.
And then what's going to happen when she falls?
Well, we can get what's his face.
Or she's going to fall in the middle of all you guys and be in close range combat. Okay. All right. So when you do that, you see another vine burst open, and you're far away from it, but this thing is spraying like a fire hose, like shh, and it's missing everybody.
That's good. Is it getting the spores?
Say that again.
Is it hitting the spores?
Is it what?
The spores. Is it hitting the spores?
Is the acid hitting the spores?
Yes.
Like the spore clouds?
Yes.
Probably. I mean, you can't really tell where these drops are landing because you're running at the same time because you're going down with your steel defender.
Well, we can only hope.
They're probably immune.
Well.
Okay.
Oh well.
So that was Leonardo. Now it is
The steel defender.
okay.
It'll just move down.
Okay. And
40 feet.
all right, so you're spiraling around, and now you're one more turn and you'll be on the bottom. Okay, so uh, Darrendal, he gets up from the ground because he jumped over the edge and just like plopped on the ground, and he starts going towards where the exit was, and he's hacking with Eldith and Ront, and Diamara. So all four of them are basically trying to open their way, and they're digging deeper and deeper, trying to open this wall that you guys went through the first time, and they opened it. They start spilling through it, like trying to race each other, and you see like their arms are going through, and a hoof is going through, and they're trying to like beat each other to squeeze through this hole to get out of there. All right, now it is Fingers. It's your turn. You have to roll.
That's okay.
Wait, acid is first, or saving throw is last,
yeah,
right?
damage is first. The saving throws.
5 acid damage.
Okay.
All right, now what are you doing?
That makes Okay, I'm going to swing again at her
At the vine, okay.
using Dawnbringer. That is that's 15.
15, you miss.
Okay. Since she's almost right next to me.
Well, she's still halfway. She's still halfway down. Cause
Oh.
she's like about 100 feet away. She's still making her way up.
Okay. And since everybody else is leaving, I'm going to skedaddle also. And saving throw for the acid.
Okay.
Ooh, 18.
Fail.
Ouch. Okay. So I'm vacating the area myself also.
Okay. All right. So you're running underneath the platform, and Ms. Lindra, you were egressing too, right? So you see Ms. Lindra egressing also, and you just heard Grazilax saying I don't see the point of you guys coming all the way up here just to run. You guys were probably too stupid to understand the situation.
Probably.
And then he starts running down, and as he's running down, he's casting. Oh, I keep closing the damn book.
That's what bookmarks
I
are
hate
for.
when I do that.
Do you have any bookmarks?
He casts invisibility on himself, and he starts running. Can't really tell where he's at though.
Oops, ignore that.
Okay.
Me cleaning my keyboard.
All right. So now it is Diamora's turn. You squeeze through first. You squeeze through the hole first. And when you're outside, you're just basically galloping all the way as far as you can away from this thing. Roll charisma or wisdom save for madness, Diamora.
Forgot that I have 2 energies.
What did you roll?
8.
8? Okay. So you're suffering your first thing of madness. Now, roll percentiles, 0 through 100.
86.
86, you're out of here. Okay. As you're running, you see that those creatures that were hopping and flipping around before, they look a lot more disorienting than you've seen before, more like an acid trip type of thing, And you also see there's like large worms with beaks and tentacles around the beaks. They're they're dancing and screeching, kind of like looking upward and bouncing, kind of, and looking at you. And there's all these other creatures here that you see, and this is like some sort of moment of celebration for them, but it's like a horrifying scene. So that's why you needed to roll a madness check, and your madness is you are stunned. You literally can't move. You're just frozen stiff. And roll 1d10.
One.
Huh?
One.
Okay, you're stunned for 1 minute. So write this down on your character sheet. You have 1 level of madness. You could get 3 levels of madness. Okay, now that was Diamora's turn. Zim, you just got spanked or whipped, whatever you call it.
Something. I'm not sure how that works. First.
It's Zim's turn. Are you there?
Yeah, man.
Okay. All right. So you just got hit by Zuggtmoy. She got rid of all of your illusions, and then she hit you as like kind of like a bonus action. She didn't even hit you. She didn't even hit you on her real turn.
Scary. Okay.
So you're still going down.
I'm still falling.
All right. You're falling, and you're almost to the ground. One more round, you'll be up to the ground. Or you fall 60 feet, right?
Yeah. How many feet away am I from the ground?
Yeah, you'll be 20 feet away from the ground.
Okay. Can I see where everybody's trying to get out at?
Yeah, you see that there's what's it called? An opening that was hacked open. You see a Quaggoth and a orc and a dwarf trying to squeeze through, but the centaur went through first.
Can I see like past them, like outside?
No, not at your angle.
Okay. What can I try to do to not die? um. Wait, that's like okay. So. I guess that is one. Yeah, I can't really do much. I'm gonna go ahead and just cast mirror image again.
Okay. All right.
And then I'll keep falling. That's my turn.
Okay. Okay. All of you guys hear very loudly and uncontrollably um, Eldith. She's screaming. She makes her way outside and she sees the same thing that Demora was seeing, and she is screaming in fear for her life, out of control. Like if she's not even taking breaths in between, she is screaming so scaredly and terrified that you could tell she's frozen in her tracks and she's in some sort of mad craze. It's so loud and disturbing that it's utter panic, anxiety, extreme tension all at once. She's just really freaking out. Uh, Durandil, he just runs past everybody, and Zuggtmoy, you hear telepathically as she's telling this to Durandil. She goes, "Run, run as far away as you can and don't stop running. And that's what he's doing. He is running. Now it is Fingers' turn.
Go down to the pole that has been cut.
Right, you gotta go all the way down. So,
Yeah, might as well.
alright. You going to take any actions towards Zuggtmoy? Because you're almost going to be level with her. Or no?
Can I reach her from with the sword distance?
No. She's
Then I'm
probably,
not going to take it.
yeah,
Yeah,
she's
I got
probably
an
around 40,
idea.
she's about 40 feet away from you because now you're going down the wall.
I got an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I can cast Minor Illusion, and that is a 5-foot square box. I'm going to place that Minor Illusion just over her head.
And what kind of a spell is it? What kind of effect?
Minor Illusion.
Is it a charm?
It just creates the illusion of a box over her head. Any type of interaction with it will tell you that it is not real.
Oh,
But
okay.
until she does, it will impair her vision.
Okay. Alright, so she's actually going up as you cast the spell.
She'll pass through it and she'll know it's not real.
Okay.
As I said, it's just a thought. That's
Yeah, but the question does she tell them she wouldn't know it's not real?
because it's an illusion.
Right.
As she's going up, she's going right through it. The box is stationary. It's
Yeah.
a minor illusion. It doesn't move.
Yeah, but I'm saying, would she stop though?
She says, silly boy with your silly spells. You are playing in the wrong, you are playing the wrong game. And,
it was worth a try.
alright, so, as you're going lower, now it is Demora, you're still stunned. You're stunned for 9 more rounds. 1 minute is 10 rounds.
Yay.
And they're still dancing and parading around you. And they're even doing like voodoo dances all around you. And they're, circling and all that. And Eldith is right beside you, and she's screaming as well, panicking, and she's like, "Get away! Stop! Leave me alone!" Like she's in a ball on the ground, crying in a fetal position. Zim, it's your turn. You're still floating down, and you got 20 feet to go. You're on the bottom, and you see that there are drow servants, and there are 3 hook horror spore servants as well. You see that their brains are exploded open. Hook horrors, just to show what they look like. I didn't even show you guys. They don't seem to be paying attention to you guys though. They're just they appeared, but they don't seem to be hostile.
So am I close enough to see outside the mushroom now?
Yeah, but let me just show you what these monsters are that are here. They kind of look like almost turtle-like walking birds, I guess.
Gotcha.
All right.
No, thank you. Keep me away from that.
Yeah, their brains are bursted though with yellow sprouts, like little bean sprouts coming out of their heads. All right.
Kind of like a broken vessel.
Yeah, they're all around you too, Demora. They're dancing around you too and celebrating. All right, so you can see outside the same thing. You see these creatures are dancing around Diamora, the centaur, and the dwarf is crying. Roll your wisdom or charisma check.
Okay. Wisdom or charisma. Oh boy. Okay, it doesn't matter which one I roll. Sweet. 4.
Okay, roll 100 percentile.
100%. I have to do that one here. Computer. $54.
This character must use his or her action each round to attack the nearest creature. Roll 1d10.
What?
Roll 1d10.
Oh boy. Okay. 6.
Okay, this is going to last for 6 minutes. So, seeing the celebration outside the hole, you're required to make a madness check, and you're going basically kind of like in a hysteric rage, and the nearest creature around you is a drow servant, and then after him, the nearest creature is a hook horror. So for what was it, 6 minutes?
Yeah.
That's 60 rounds.
Hmm.
You're
Am I
attacking
allowed
the.
to still keep walking where I want to, or do I have to walk in the direction of that?
You have to attack the nearest creature. That's your madness.
I mean, I have to attack it, but can I still keep walking, like in a direction that I want to?
Uh, well, you'll probably be walking to the next creature after that. Like you basically, instead of walking where you want to go, you're on
Okay.
this bloodlust. This you're so fearful for your life that you think that you're going to die, and you can do everything you can, even if you die in the process, to keep yourself alive. It's one of those type things.
So do I have to use like spells to attack, or do I have to use just my fist?
Uh, what do you think is going to be most towards playing the role of being insane? You're insane. All right. That's what's
Am I
happening to
just
everybody.
violently
Everybody's
flailing?
suffering through this madness, pretty much.
Three rocks.
Um,
You can use your most powerful spell. You can use your weakest spell. It's gotta be an attack, though. Go with the moment. Come on, go with the moment. You wanted it. You wanted to come here. You didn't have to come here. You could have let Grazalax come here by himself.
I could have to. I need to figure out which one of these spells will be. I think it's this one. And this does things. It's a damage spell. I'm trying to figure out exactly where it does and how big it is. How close is the thing to me?
It's close combat.
Oh, it's within. Okay. Ah. Alright. This is gonna kill me, isn't it? Probably. Okay. It's not wanting to load properly. I'm gonna have to join here, I think. I know I have it on here. I'm casting a spell, but I'm just trying to figure out what it does.
Which spell?
Agnazar's Torture. A line of roaring flame 30 feet long and 5 feet wide
Ooh.
emits in the direction I choose. Each creature in that line must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
So I'm pointing it at the thing next to me, and everything. So it and everything behind it is now on fire.
Okay. So you get you're gonna get the drow servant that you're targeting, and then there's gonna be a hook horror, and one more drow servant past him.
Alright, they all make dex saving throws, and they take 3d8 if they fail, and half on successful save.
Okay. Now this is cool. And you're like, no, it's not.
No, no.
I just showed you guys this thing. Okay. All right. Okay, so the drow that attacked initially made its saving throw. The other two failed. So it's going to be max damage for the other two and half damage for the first drow. Is that how it works?
Yeah, that's how it works. So I rolled big damage too. So the two that failed take 17, and the one that didn't fail takes half. So I'm not sure if I went up or down.
Okay, so the drow in the back, you see it burn up and die. It's literally fell to the ground, and you see it's still on fire. The other two they ignite, and they're well, they don't ignite. They just get struck by your fire beam, and they take that damage. 13, you said?
17.
17. Okay, and the
And
first one
one
says
that
it.
saved takes half.
Yeah, so that's going to be 8 points of damage. No, 9 points of damage. Okay.
So that rounds up.
All right, so your round is done.
I guess I can't walk away, so I'm still at the bottom of this mushroom.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. New turn. What's her name is going up higher. Zuggtmoy, she goes up higher, and she is now going close to the hole, and she is not doing anything. The drow servant is attacking, but it missed. Zim, the drow servant was attacking you, but it missed, and it is now Ms. Lindra's turn. You're egressing.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't really fucking know what else to do. Everyone's going out of their minds right now.
Okay. So we don't have to go round by round on this part, unless you guys choose to still. Do you want to?
Choose the what?
Go round by round, because basically Zuggtmoy is going to be going up. And
Okay.
so do you guys still want to go initiative round, or do you want me to just narrate it real quick? Not real quick, but you want me to narrate it?
I guess we could just narrate it.
Oh,
We're-
you discussed the narrative.
Okay. So as Zuggtmoy is going up, you see that those of you that are in the chamber, the hole that she goes up, it seals itself closed, kind of like as if spiral blades were sealing that hole closed. And Ms. Lindra, that hole that you went through to go up to that platform, seals itself closed also. And as that's happening, you see kind of like the bottom surface of that platform start foaming up, and it turns into a hard it goes from a bubbling foam and hardens up and solidifies, completely sealing itself from right there. And as you guys start making your way down, you find that Zim is literally attacking everything in sight with using all his spells. And with that being said, Grazilax is going to cast a spell on what's it called? Zim. Do you have any immunities to sleep? Zim?
No.
Okay. How many hit points do you have left?
18.
Alright. Okay, 22 hit points. That puts you to sleep. Grazilax appears from behind Zim, and he casts sleep in the area. One of the drow servants falls asleep with him, and he grabs you. So you're unconscious, Zim. Outside, he looks and he sees everybody else. Darrendel's still running. He's long gone. Diomara is still stunned in fear. She's got like 5 more rounds, I'd say. And Eldith is still crying. So Grazilax, he's going to make his wisdom check now. Or his madness check, I should say. I wonder what's going to happen with him. Okay, he succeeded. He's able to walk out, and he tells you guys as you walk out, uh, telepathically, brace yourselves. It's not a pleasant sight out here, and
Okay.
he explains what he sees. He sees that the centaur is scared stiff, and Eldith the dwarf is screaming frantically, and she's crying hysterically. And you guys make your way down to the bottom too. The hook horrors and stuff, they don't attack you guys as you go to the bottom. Uh, they feel the threat is over with Zim being unconscious, and you, Ms. Lindra and Fingers, roll your charisma or wisdom saving throw as you start seeing the 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 Nothics, the Gricks, and the hook horrors all dancing and parading around these guys like a ritual.
19.
Okay, you succeeded, James.
Book plus 1. 21.
You succeeded, and Ms. Lindra.
Also 21.
Okay, so
First time,
You-
first time credit is almost 3.
you guys see that nothing is attacking you guys, and you hear from inside of the mushroom at the very top of the tower, and you hear in your voices,
90?
be my servants and accept my gift. You hear Zuggtmoy tell all of you this, and you guys are trying to help each other to get up. What's it called? Diamora, you're free to. You're not free from your. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. You're free from your madness. The 1 minute is gone. Eldith is still in her madness. She's going to suffer 3 more minutes of madness. You guys are helping each other carry whoever needs to be carried to get out of here.
Yeah. The way as we're leaving, I tell Zuggtmoy to shut up as she's talking, and I make sure that my spiritual weapon continues to hit her for the entire minute that it lasts.
Okay. All right.
It's gonna kill her, but it's gonna piss her off like a fucking bug.
All right. Well, roll one time.
Roll one time.
One time for damage, unless you want to do all 10. Oh, wait, you already did what? 2 rounds of damage? 3 rounds?
Yeah.
All right, you could roll all the rounds if you want.
Does it crit count?
Yes.
What do I have to hit?
18.
Oh,
2, 3, 4. That one missed.
Is there a range on it? Is there a range on your spiritual weapon?
No.
Okay.
There's a range that I can cast it, but there's no range that it can be from. Well, maybe there is. Maybe there is. Hold on a second. Let me make sure.
Time expires.
Let me make sure before I sound like an idiot. Yeah.
I like this idea though.
No, according to this, there is no range that it can be from me. Just the range that it can move. Just the range that it can move. It can only move 20 feet around.
Okay. Well, if it can only move 20 feet around, it's not going to be able to keep up with her then, right? Because she was moving dashing speeds.
Yeah, so well, it catches up with her at some point, and it gets a few hits in.
Okay, how many is that? Would you say is a 3?
I successfully hit 5 times out of 7, so I stopped rolling. So you tell me, 3?
3, yeah, we'll say 3 because she's going down and then going up, and then can it go through walls?
No.
Okay, so then when the thing seals, it's not going to be able to go through the seal.
Yeah.
It gets caught in the foam.
Okay. It does we'll just say it does another 10 points of damage to her total.
Total 10? Okay.
Why not?
All right. we're gonna take a break right here. Well, I know that it was rough. It was might have been slow, but I assume that everybody was trying to think of what they could do because half the time you guys couldn't do anything, but I was still trying to give you options.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it might have felt boring, or were you guys
No.
worried?
Worried.
Yes, very.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that worried. In reality, I mean, I really like my character, but I mean, it's like, whatever. It's a character. I'll make
It's a
another.
freaking demon prince or demon queen or
one.
whatever you want to call it. Lord. Queen.
Okay.
Died twice. He's only died once.
Okay.
All
Is he
right.
any
So
budget?
for all you guys that do have one level of madness, it's keep it on your record because you're gonna get stage 2 next, and then stage 3 after that until you're cured of your madness. But if it lasts for 10 minutes, then it lasts for 10 minutes. Um, but you still have to keep it on record that you've had one level of madness. And we'll be right back. We'll take a short break.
Okay.
Everybody.
Yeah, I really don't know what to do. Like from my character standpoint, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do next.
Well, we did disrupt the marriage that that she was talking about. Unless
Yeah,
she's marrying this other guy.
we're definitely not going to be able to defeat her right now. There's no way. So I'm not really sure
Now,
what to do next.
if my character would have known it would have been a demon lord, I wouldn't have gone in.
Okay.
But we didn't know it was a demon lord until we got in there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
I'm
did.
sorry.
That's
I'm sorry I was muted that like entire time. My mom had me make burritos, so I had to like do that
Oh, you're fine.
that entire
Just
time. I was
yeah.
listening about the whole time, and it was kind of awkward. I have to run to my room to do my turns, but that was about it.
Wait, you were doing what? You were making burritos?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you're just eating. I was like, why don't you just eat in your room?
No, I was like making them from like scratch, like
Oh,
put them together and stuff.
that's okay. Oh.
So, well, these demons are pretty much immune to everything, or have resistance to what they don't have immunities to.
Yeah. Well, we don't
So,
stand a chance against demons at 5th level. We just don't.
not at the
Yeah,
moment, no.
I was gonna say the solution to our problem is to not fight endgame bosses as level 5.
The problem is that all of the bosses are in-game bosses. All of the bosses in this game are demon lords.
Yeah.
There is no option.
Mm.
There might be some minor bosses, but all the big ones are going to be demon lords.
Yeah, all the real bosses are going to be demon lords. There are going to be
Yeah.
minor bosses. We fought a couple minor bosses already, like the succubus in the
Yeah.
King Throne Room. That was a minor boss. Still a demon, but a minor demon.
Yeah.
Mm.
But we've got all these big Orcus, or that's one of them. That's a big one right there.
Orcus?
He's
What?
so big. He's got a artifact named after him. I think he's about the only one that has, doesn't he?
Who?
Orcus.
Wand of
He's
Orcus.
the only one that has the artifact named after him.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
The Wand of Orcus.
I don't.
The Hand and Eye of Venta. He was just a high level mage, magic user
Oh, what is this?
type character. Oh, no, that's the homebrew. I just thought of another one that's a homebrew. Baba Yaga's hut.
Don't worry, we're already crazy. Yeah, I just don't know what to do from here as far as from my character standpoint. I mean, you make a point. We did disrupt the wedding. Maybe that's enough. Maybe we need to go and maybe we need to get the Myconids to safety and go from there.
Yeah, get the ones that aren't crazy.
I don't really feel like we did anything.
We didn't do much, but we did a little bit. We
Minor
definitely
inconvenience.
disrupted. Damn, we should have fucking stolen the ring when we had the chance.
Are we going? Are we going to take them back to what's that one place, or are we going to continue on to Flinging Stone?
We can take them to the place that they wanted to go, if they want us to. Like, if they want a guide, we can take them there. It wouldn't take us that long to get there.
Yeah, the Nyogi Sanctuary. Sorry.
Yeah. Now that because we have a direct path that we know where we're going, and my character, my feature that I took as part of my background, allows me to. I know exactly where I'm going in the Underdark as long as I've been there before.
Okay.
I know exactly how to get back there.
Okay, so we can go to the Nyogi Sanctuary. Well, that's across the lake.
Yeah.
So, are we going to go around the lake back to Gracklestock, or around Gracklestock?
We can go through Gragglestog and use it as a stopover. Whatever we do, we definitely need to avoid Slovladop. Those people are just going to murder us as soon as we walk in.
Probably.
Yeah.
But Slobodob is further than the Nyogi Sanctuary.
Oh, is it? Okay, then yeah, we don't have to go that way then.
Because we hit Slobodop and then we hit the Nyogi Sanctuary. Then we went to Gracklestock.
Oh, really? I thought it was the other way around.
You know, you're right, because we took a boat over to the quote unquote Lady of the Lake.
Yeah.
And into Gracklestock.
Yeah.
Maybe we can go around Slobodub. These guys aren't really too much into boats. I've got the map that was drawn for us somewhat originally.
Right.
Slobodub is here. Yogi Sanctuary is here. Gracklestock. Wait a minute. I had that wrong. That's Slobodub, the Yogi Sanctuary, Gracklestock, and I figure we're over here somewhere.
Hey,
we have to come around the lake, through Gracklestock, into the Yogi Sanctuary.
Yeah, we can do that.
Alright, I had to take my dogs outside to go pee and poop. Alright, so now, you guys, as you guys are walking through this garden, making your way back to, Ront.
Nobody's walking.
Okay, Ront picks up, what's it called, Eldith, because Eldith was on the ground, and he starts running to get out of there. And everybody else is running too, you said?
Yep.
Alright, these things aren't attacking you. They're just laughing at you and dancing, and and what's it called? You hear the screams from the heads inside the cabbage field. Just lots of screaming, lots of shouts of pain and agony. And as you're running, more of these heads and bodies start popping around you, like acid starts popping around you. Go ahead and roll dexterity saving throws.
All of us?
How many?
Everybody.
Yeah, but how many?
One. Today is not my day.
Okay. If you
Now you know how I feel.
If you do not pass 12, you take 5 points of damage.
Okay, I didn't pass one, so
18.
Okay. And let me see. Oh wow. Holy shit. I rolled 1, 2, and 3 for the NPCs, and they all take 5 points of damage too.
You're not allowed to roll anymore.
I'm gonna die soon.
Oh, Grazalax, I forgot. Oh, Grazalax made it. He doesn't get hit. Alright, so you guys...
Yeah, Wiley doesn't need to roll. He's unconscious.
Grazalax? No,
Wiley.
Wiley? He gets splattered.
If Grazlax is carrying it, then it's Grazlax save.
Oh. In that case,
If he made it, then Wiley's safe.
Okay.
Yay!
All right. Well, then Grazlax rolled 13, so he succeeded. So the splattering is going as you guys are running through, and whoever took damage took additional damage, and you guys, nobody fell unconscious, right?
Right.
Okay. Um.
Other than me.
Yeah, but you're not unconscious.
Did the spider and the steel defender make their saves?
Oh,
Uh,
12 or
15.
higher.
Spider got even better than me.
Okay. So you guys are all running out. You make it to past the chasms that are on both sides. You guys are in the Garden of Welcome now, and you see that there are still there are a few bridesmaids and a few Sentinel awakened mushrooms, but they're dormant, and you guys run right by them pretty much. You guys try to keep distance away from them, but you guys run right by them. And you guys just realized too, Ms. Lindra, if you didn't leave that hole when you did, and Zuggtmoy did make it up there, you would have been sealed up there with her alone. And
Yep.
Fingers realizes that if he didn't leave the bottom of that platform, he would have been absorbed or stuck in that foam and solidified in there. And
I'm not really worried about being stuck in a space. I gotta teleport.
No, I am though.
Yeah.
yeah, you do have that teleport.
Yep.
I
I mean, I don't would have worked in there, but my character is making an assumption.
yeah. And what's it called? As you guys make it out, you don't see Philo, but you do see that what's his name? Gaspide. He's with
Yeah.
his Magnet's circle, and you see Rasharu, and they're they're they hear the screams. You guys can hear the screams loud and clear outside of the Garden of Welcome. Everybody can hear it, and Rasharu is with Rumpadump, Stool, Ferris, and Sovereign Basidia, as well as Lubamob. Lubamob. And the spore circle of spores, he's with his circle. And you're thinking that they probably got corrupted again from their melding. You can try to restore them again if you wanted to, but
We've only got really two. How many have you got with that staff? How many can you do?
5.
5?
Yep.
It takes your turn.
Okay. And I can do 1.
now you can do the restoration for the spore madness, but or the spore sickness, but you're not going to be able to get rid of their madness that they have.
Any madness. Right.
No. Can't clear their madness.
Yeah.
Why they can? Yes.
I'm asleep though.
You're.
Ugh.
Let me see.
Okay.
Sleep only lasts for 1 minute, right? 1 minute or until you're hit.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. Or is it 1 hour?
I think it's only a minute. It might be 10 minutes.
I'll look real quick.
Let's see. Duration 1 minute. 5d8.
Yes. Okay.
And with 5d8, so.
Yeah, Zim, you wake up on the back of Grazalax as you guys are heading down the ramp. You guys pass the two Chul lobster creatures. They don't attack you guys as you're exiting. They're just clacking their things at you, their claws.
So
And
I was only asleep for 1 minute, right? Is my madness still going?
how long is your madness?
6 minutes.
Yeah. You got 5 more
So
minutes.
Do I have to attack the person
You know
that's
what?
carrying?
He's only got 18 hit points left. I just beat him upside the head until he falls unconscious.
Well, it's attacking the nearest creature. You don't see any threats around you, so it has to be. Is it any threat?
The near creatures. It's not near
Creatures that
threat,
would be Grimslax.
Okay. All
which
right.
includes
So then Grazalax, he sees that you're still in your craze, and he'll cast another sleep on you.
Okay.
10,
Then we can tie him up.
12.
You tie him up, yeah.
So that's 22,
Not
26,
gonna die again.
35 points. Do you go to sleep? 35 points?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so you wake up to go back to sleep. Alright.
When we wakes up again, he'll be tied
sounds
up.
Sounds like the normal morning routine.
And Basidia, she sees this happening, and she sees you guys approaching. What you guys go up to her and Rasharu and Lubamob?
Yeah.
Okay.
You inform her that it's time to leave.
And she hears the screaming and stuff. She says, "What happened in there?"
Many numerous foul things have happened in there.
There's a demon lord in there.
Okay. And she's
running the show.
Time to run away.
okay. She informs Lubamob and Rasharu, and they tell you, meet us in Lubamob's fungal forest, and we'll make preparations to leave, but we don't want to make an attraction to disturb the other mechanids that we don't want to take with us.
The other mechanics. I thought they were better.
Not all of them are better.
Well, yeah.
Are you gonna
Can't
use
kill-
your staves on Gaspide and what was the other guy's name?
Oh,
Well, I don't know why they got recorrupted. I'm afraid that if I use it on them and we take them with us, that they're just gonna get recorrupted again.
Because they went inside their meld. You guys had your rest period, and then you had your 8 hours of rest, and then they had their rest and they melded, and then they got contaminated again.
I'll leave it up to the elder lady that I can't remember her name all of a
see
sudden.
if it would help them again if they did it again.
Well, it's only because like even if we cure them and we take them with us, whoever we leave behind will just take their place. We can't cure the entire Myconid group. We can't. We just don't have enough spells.
Okay, so it's Gaspide
We could light them all on fire.
and Hibapi. Hibapi.
Something like that.
Okay. So you don't use your assets on them. Is that what you're saying?
If what's the name of the leader again? I forget everyone's
Basidia?
names. Basidia. God damn, too many fucking bees. Yeah.
She says that if we take them, and you weren't able to cure them of their madness and their visions, then that could still be a problem, and then we'll just probably be trying to reestablish a new settlement with that.
All right.
Okay.
Then we'll leave them here, and we will come back and try to deal with this at a later date, and we can return your people to you later.
All right, and Diamora, you hear all this going on. They're all getting ready to leave. Are you going to leave with them?
Yeah.
Okay, Zim, you're still unconscious, and you're
Tied up.
going to keep. Okay, you're tied up now.
We
And
tied him up.
all right, so the minutes pass. Zim is fine. He's gagged, and he's like, gagged and tied up. I guess. Do you want him to be gagged or no? If he's not gagged, then
Yes.
all right.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So then 5 minutes go by. You guys are make your way to the Myconid forest, and you get a representative from Lubomob's colony in Myconids. He says, "We're gonna go during the rest cycle. We're not gonna mix with the other others during the melding, but we're afraid that if we go and they notice us leaving, they either might follow us or attack us.
That's fair.
Okay. And do you guys want to stay in the garden with them, or in the Neverlight Grove with them, or do you want to make your way out? You don't really know which way to go.
Yeah, I know exactly which way to go.
Well, we can head over to Grapplstock. We know that it's there.
Okay. So hours pass. You guys are outside of Neverlight Grove, and Rasharu, uh, he's he's got his circle of explorers. Lumamob has his circle of hunters, and Basidia is with you guys. Everybody else is staying behind. And well, when you guys are outside of Neverlight Grove, Basidia, she's asking, where do we go from here? What is this place that you told us about? This forest with Nyogi.
Okay.
It's a good travel, and we'll be at it for a little while. So it
Uh,
is it is this way. And I start walking.
Okay, so you might say it is this way, but you don't know how to get there exactly because of the chasm with the webs, and plus falling down the tunnel with the that
Oh yeah,
the giant purple worm made.
I honestly forgot about all that.
Well, we know it's basically that direction.
We have a general map that'll lead us back to Gracklestog, and I think we can figure out our way to get to it from there. So
Okay,
we're gonna do.
so Diamora, you know how to go from here to the Dark Lake, and the Circle of Explorers, they tell you to just follow um, upstream of the water canals, and that'll take you to the Dark Lake because most of these streams are from the Dark Lake itself. Um,
We can do that.
Zim, you're hearing going back to the Dark Lake, and you pretty much know that it's going to take you near your home again. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but as Fingers is trying to show you guys the map, he's got like a real simple drawing of a map, and Grazalax says, "I remember when you made that thing. That was the first time we met."
We're over here somewhere, I think.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to come around to Gracklstock. No, Gracklstock is right about here. Yeah, this is about here. And the Nyogi Cavern is over here. So
Okay.
I'm gonna steer clear of this area, Slobodub.
I need to figure out why it's doing this.
If you want, are you able to take a picture of that and then post it in the group chat?
I think there is one, but yeah, I can try.
Okay. I don't have the
Not
picture
right.
of it anymore.
Okay.
Alright. And so you guys are traveling, and it's going to be
Another
rough.
question
Yeah.
before we traveling. How often can we teleport? Me and Gravelax. How often can we do that?
You can do it once a day, and after you do it, you can rest. You need a rest to do it again.
Oh. Okay.
But you can
I was thinking we could just teleport. We could just teleport everybody to what's it called? To the fire dragon. I forgot his name.
you can't. You can only take yourself.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Denberchod.
Right.
Denberchod, the fire dragon from Gracklstock.
Right.
Okay.
We walk.
Okay.
The long way.
Yeah, Grazalax is going with you too, and you guys are going to have to take a rest soon. So, traveling in these numbers, you are roughly with about 65 Myconids. With this size force, there are Myconids of all sizes. There's sprouts, Myconid sprouts. There's Myconid adults, and The sprouts don't have any appendages. It's just arms and legs. Not Rashiru, Rumpadump still has the hands that what's his name made?
Fred.
No,
No, not Fred.
Leonardo.
Leonardo made it.
Yeah, yeah. Fred's not existing in our world.
So Leonardo,
He's
Yeah.
probably
but not DiCaprio.
doesn't exist in this moment in time.
No, I'm not having any characters from James named Fred.
How about Friedrich?
Nope.
Friedrich von Hindenburg.
Nope. All right.
Like from history.
Okay.
No, that's
So, as you guys are traveling, it's kind of like a slow process, and the Myconids, they don't seem to be having fun, and they don't seem to be sad or depressed, or they're just in the normal state of being there. As far as like emotions of like being stressed or nervous, you don't get that feeling from these guys. It's almost like they're immune to emotion.
There's-
But that's normal for them. When the other ones that were all excited and everything, that was abnormal. So you guys are recognizing that that's going to be leading to signs of infected myconids if they're ever happening in your group. As you guys are following the streams of it's going to be a total of 12 days to get to Gracklestog. If you want to go to Gracklestog first,
Well, probably take the most direct path, but I figured we would go a path that we were comfortable with, that we knew. But if the explorers know a better path, then we can take that.
okay. Um, they know that the water source is going to take them to the Dark Lake, but Diamora, you're going to be the guide to take them to the Dark Lake. You're the one that's do you remember what I told you about your job?
Yeah, vaguely. I have it pinned in our direct messages though, so I can look at it.
Did you read the whole thing that I sent, even the last one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you can tell them some things.
Some things like
You can tell us whatever you want. It's your character. It's your backstory. Tell us the things that your character would tell us.
This is role playing time. This is when the characters talk to each
Yeah,
other,
I'm
share
reading
ideas.
it, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay, okay.
I need a brain refresher because I have the worst memory. I cannot retain information.
Okay.
This is where a pad of paper and a pen would come in handy. Make notes.
Well, like, it's just in our direct messages, and I have it pinned so I can just read it right here. If
Yeah.
there are tasks to take care of... What? Am I reading this wrong?
Hold on 1 second. Oh, I wrote it wrong.
Okay.
If there are tasks to take care of first.
Okay. So I need to ask them for help first?
You don't need to ask them for help. It's just depending on what they say to you.
Alright.
All right. But there's plans of talking about trying to find safe ways to go to the Dark Lake, and that's where your character comes in.
So I'm leading them there, right?
Talk to them. Try,
Oh,
try, try to try to imagine yourself with what you can do to help right now. And
Am I still gagged?
no,
um, I know how to get there
You know how to get where?
to the Dark Lake.
Okay. From here?
Yes.
Oh.
Don't I?
I don't know. You told us.
yeah,
I'm
you.
pretty sure. Yeah, I do. Okay. Sorry, I'm
Now we're
awkward.
gonna have to get from
Okay.
the Dark Lake Cracklestog or across the Dark Lake.
You want what? What's that?
No, I'm just thinking if she can get us to the Dark Lake, we're gonna have to find a way to get from there to Gracklestog
Well, we don't need to go to
or
Grackle.
across the lake somehow.
Well, doesn't the lake has a shore, right? We can walk around it, can't we?
And Gracklestog is right there on the shore.
Yeah. And weren't there? I remember when we left Gracklestog, there were boats and stuff on the shore. Didn't we leave boats behind at some point?
Yes.
There is
two.
I mean, they may not be there now, but I'm just saying that they could be.
Yeah, but there were only two of them.
Um,
I'm not gonna fit everything in there.
Darendil.
Well,
Darendil says there were boats over there.
well, nothing else. We can go to the Dark Lake, see where we can end up. If there's no way of getting across, then we can go to Gracklestog and getting some boats. Let's not go to Gracklestog unless we have to.
Can I?
Although we
bring it up?
have
'Cause
very
isn't my
long-
character like super familiar with the Dark Lake?
yes.
There was a guy crashing. Maybe back in the
Okay.
back.
Should I wait for guy?
Well, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, it's like unless we want to go to Gracklestog and spend some money, we all have a good chunk of fucking cash.
So on that map you showed us, where exactly are we? Like, if we were to walk directly to the lake, where would we be in comparison to?
Your home is dead center of the Dark Lake. That's your home.
Yeah.
You guys are north of the Dark Lake, so you would probably approach from the northwest side,
And Gracklestock is on
Yeah.
the
southwest.
southwest.
Is it southwest or
We can
southeast?
walk around toward, right?
Southwest. Slobodub's on the southeast.
So we could, when we reach the Dark Lake, we could probably just go west and then south, right, along the shore.
Yeah, we could probably travel the shore most of the way. I'm not sure if there's enough shore all the way around.
Correct.
There might be sheer cliffs and stuff that we can't actually walk through.
That's correct.
Oh, see? Being confirmed by the DM before we even get there.
I mean,
We're certainly going to need boats or some way of getting across the water. Look, we got a ring of water walking, but that only works on one person.
Right there.
you know, how many people do we have going with us though?
60 plus.
It's right there.
Okay.
The ring of walking a rock. It's right there.
So I'm not gonna be able to like. Okay. That was a fun idea, but we have too many people.
Yeah.
I was just gonna like, cause I can swim through the lake just fine. I mean, technically, I could give each person, I could like take the ring from the person that got across, and then I could take it back to the next person and just have them go. We could go one by one that way.
Well,
That would take
If there are,
Yes.
the Dark Lake is pretty
would take-
huge. It takes days to go through the Dark Lake from one side to the center. It takes a long time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
On top of the fact that we should probably do that too on our travels, we should probably head to the island of the hags. I don't know how big is that island.
It's if everybody went there, you'd be shoulder to shoulder on that island.
Okay.
You could do that.
I was thinking about a rest stop, but
Yeah, you can do that. That's I was trying to get you guys to trust that place as a possible home base, but somebody didn't want to. Not you guys.
Well, right, but the hags being hags, I don't know about that. I somewhat agree that way.
Yeah,
Uh,
I know.
But
my mother is hag. I vouch for her. She is a good person.
oh, okay. Look, I don't have any direct issues with hags. I know hags are bad, but the ones that we encountered did not seem malicious, at least towards us. And right
Right.
now, we have much bigger fish to worry about than a couple of hags on an island in the middle of a lake.
Yeah.
But in
I would like a big fish right now. I am hungry.
well, then
Here, have a ration. I've got a little bit of them.
here's some dried. Here's a cockroach I cooked up.
And Basidia says, as long as we stay near the streams, the Mechanid should be fine.
As
We-
far as food goes,
Yeah, we don't require the same food and nutrients the same way as you do. We just need to make sure we're hydrated.
okay.
So you eat
Uh,
the water.
Then lead the way, Ranger. Show us where to go.
Alright, will do. So, I guess I'm leading. the-
Onward ho.
Okay. All right. So, as we're going, it is now 9:43, and
It is.
yeah. So, I'm not going to do travel on a day-to-day basis because you're traveling in such a large crowd that
Yeah.
encounters are going to be rare for this travel because such large size, no one's going to want to mess with you unless you get into that a zombie horde that you ran into earlier.
Yeah, that's true.
We good?
Obviously, it doesn't matter how many.
How many boats would we need to get them all across?
5 boats per person. Wait, 5 people per boat? Was it 6?
5 boats per person. Those are some small ass boats.
Yeah, it was 5.
So,
5 people per boat. 60 people. What's that?
12
Three,
15 boats?
three boats.
plus you guys.
Well, it's five. Well, 5 people per boat. So divide the group by 5.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
right.
both,
We have
yeah.
60, we have 70.
13, 13, 14 boats.
10. Yeah.
Now,
So,
Then or rafts.
some of these characters. Well,
Well,
the
that
thing is,
or
though,
just a bigger boat.
exactly.
We have a couple of favors
But
we
you
can
need a
catch
bigger
in
boat.
stock if we needed a bigger boat.
So
so
we
is there
gotta
like
get
a place closer than Gracklestag we can go see if there's boats by? Like,
none
Well-
that we've run across.
Well-
Between here and there.
General knowledge that Zim and Diamora may know is that there are some larger boats in Gracklestag, but they don't travel all throughout the Dark Lake. They're restricted to like that pier side pretty much for like fishing and things like that, because most of the Dark Lake is going to be tunnels, caves, and small ways going through. Sometimes even low caverns. And you guys remember that
Yeah.
there was it was so low that you guys were banging your heads on, or I think Fingers banged his head on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking, and I turned around and bap.
Yeah. So Diamora, pretty much that is information that you know, and I guess I'm speaking for your character just for that moment because you don't know much about the Dark Lake personally, but your character does know many ways around, and do you know what your job is?
No.
Okay, it's in the group text. But I'll tell you what your job is, and do you want me to do it just to you, or do you want me to say it for everybody as if you're telling them what your job is?
Just say it for everybody so that I don't accidentally forget to say something. Cause
Okay.
Make her do it.
no,
Make-
don't.
make her say it.
Shut up.
Make her do it.
No,
Yes.
I'm going to hurt you.
She needs to learn.
Yeah, she does need to learn. Let me see. Hold on one second.
I'm not happy about this. I hate you.
Hold on.
Well, I'm not. I am a responsible parent making sure my child grows up with life skills, like being able to talk to people. It's written down. It's written down, and anything you forget, Dan will tell you. Don't worry about it. Quit saying that. You well, okay? Now that one, I can't English most of the time either. Like I just didn't do it right there twice. Now, words. Okay, I'm done now. None of that was intentional. Just so anybody didn't want to know, that was me totally fucking failing at speaking.
You know, if we go directly south from here and hit the Dark Lake,
Yeah.
there's supposed to be that treasure cache that uh, we found, that map we found on the island.
Yeah. Didn't
It's
that
supposed
get?
to be treasure cache, so they may not have gotten to it.
Didn't they confiscate that map from us though? We don't know exactly where they are.
No, they confiscated the original. I got a copy.
Oh, well then.
Do you remember?
Sure.
Do you remember? You
As
remember
long-
they made us want to write down a copy. We asked
Yeah.
them for a copy of it before we gave it to them.
We can.
Treasure?
Yeah, we can try and look for some treasure while we're there. I don't see any harm in that.
As in, like, treasure.
If it's there or not.
Yeah, right. They might have already gone and rediscovered it and collected it, but we
Yeah.
can always try.
So what reminded me of it is I saw a copy of it here in the chat area.
Okay, you can read this to them out loud. The newest message I just sent you, so you can read it as if it's your character talking to them.
You sent me something?
Oh, it didn't go through?
Texting me or sending me a message in Discord?
Oh, it's supposed to be in Discord. Did it not go?
I didn't get it.
Did you check your? Yeah, check the link where he was talking. Oh, yeah, stand up.
I don't think it went through. Oh, I know what it is. Okay.
Did you like not hit the send button?
No, I hit edit. There. You could tell them this. Instead of saying you, say I.
Joy. Okay.
Oh,
I know ways to a city called. How the hell do you say that? Blingdenstone?
Blingdenstone.
That's what it looks like.
That's what it's pronounced.
Okay.
Hey, that was where we were trying to go next, anyhow.
Right.
I was actually hired as a guide for merchants traveling from the cities Gracklestaw to Blingdenstone and to the surface. My regular employer is a dark dwarf named Yulsa? Is that how you would say that?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm bad at pronouncing things, I'm sorry. She is a member of the Merchant Council in Gracklestaw. My job right now is to find a safe path for merchants to travel through since all the caverns are being attacked by demons. The discovery of Neverlight Grove, where we are now, is considered a rest spot. I guess I don't really need to read that, do I?
Oh, you could.
Also,
There's
not a
rest
good idea
spot.
at this point because there's a demon in there.
But then all this demon lord stuff happened. It's great.
If you say so.
Isn't it just wonderful?
Fantastic. It's just
Oh, good.
needed.
Then you know how
I
to
don't
get.
think it's great.
Oh, cool. Then you know how to get to where we need to go. That's excellent.
All right. So does that help?
I guess.
Yes?
Okay. Yeah, if you need help
No.
with how to talk in character, I guess just imagine what your character's purpose is to the how you imagine your character, and then just you basically tell them what you want them to know about your character, share information that you want them to share. You don't have to tell everything, but certain things so you can stay kind of mysterious. you know.
I
Or if you're not comfortable talking either, and you just want to roll dice, that's okay too.
I might opt for the.
That's not.
I'm
That's
sorry.
part of the fun of the role play.
Yeah. Okay,
So
so
for sure. Go ahead.
Sometimes, so
so Grazalax is agreeing to go with you guys. Um, he says that he just came to you guys from the seeing the grandmother work crown where he met up with Zim. Well, he says I just met up with I just came from seeing grandmother work crown and met up with Zim as he just arrived home. I see that the were rats are over there. Granny is taking care of them. But when I saw that you guys were in immediate danger, I tried to come as quickly as I could, and that's when I realized the real threat that you guys put yourself in. You guys got to be more careful uh, about what you're doing. There's still a lot of work to do.
I start pointing towards Miss Lindra. Saying
Hey.
that
I will run into battle all day long to fight demons. It's not my responsibility if you follow me.
well, even if you know those things are those
Every step of the
demon
way,
lord. Good
I have
grief.
asked. You don't have to come with me, but if you want to, that would be great. And,
And
you
then
all keep me, so
But
that's
let's stay away from some demon lords for the while.
and
Mhm.
Cinnabot
Okay.
comes out. He goes, "Yeah, we followed you because you." The shadow demon comes out. He goes, "Yeah, but we followed you because there was supposed to be a celebration and a party that never happened."
No. That's why you followed us. Actually, you didn't really have much of a choice. You're stuck on a sword. Look, when we defeat the demon lord, we can have a party. Okay, I promise.
Should we put you on leash until then?
How about when we just hey, even sooner we can have one when he gets to this new encampment. Call it Founders Day or something like that.
All right, so here's the deal for everyone who's new and for everyone who I neglected to tell. Yes, we're gonna go fight a whole bunch of demons in an attempt to stop the blood war from occurring. Wait, no,
Or
in
continuing.
an attempt to stop the blood war from becoming uneven. No, the blood war is happening. Yeah, the blood war is happening right now, but one side is winning. I think the demons are winning right now. And if that happens, the whole world is screwed. Us, the above grounds, and even the people below us, if that's even a thing.
Yeah. Well, the blow
So-
up would probably be the end.
That's what we got in front of us. If you want out, you say something now, we'll leave you at Gracklestog or Blinging Stone or somewhere.
Somewhere.
Basidia
what you're
says,
saying
Basidia raises her hand. She goes, "This is a lot more than we bargained for. We're just here to get to a new place. Hopefully that we can stay safe from all of
Yeah.
this."
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. Yes, we're gonna take you guys to a safe place first.
Unfortunately, if we lose it, there won't be any safe place.
Yeah, unfortunately, until we complete our tasks, your place is only gonna be so safe.
Stool steps up and he says, "I'll stay with you guys. Once I know that my people have a safe place to stay, I'll keep going with you guys to the end."
Thank you.
Cool. Appreciate that. That's not like you guys. That's not like you. Okay.
And
He's a-
anybody else, same idea. You can stay in Gracklestog, or you can stay with these the mechanists here in their new home, or you can continue on with us, or continue on however you wish.
Good night, Lizzie.
So what you're saying is that if I go with you, I get to not just read the legends, I get to become part of the legends.
Correct.
Yeah.
If you're going to come on this trip for the sheer glory of glory, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons and you're going to get yourself killed. But I'm not going to tell you can't go.
Well,
This script is to defend the Underdark and in such defend the entire world.
I don't need
Is
glory. I just want to see it happen.
oh, okay, all right. Who are you again?
I am Zim.
Zim?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where the hell did you come from?
This is Private
I
Zim.
came with. What's the person that came with name?
Grazilex.
I came with Gazalak.
Grazla? Oh.
Grazilex is a Granny Warcrown addressed him as her son.
Oh. Yeah.
No, just had
We,
some.
we met her.
Okay, yeah.
She hadn't said either. I didn't know. I sure as hell didn't know that hags could have what? No.
Sons.
What are you?
Yes.
Goblins?
Kobolds.
Adopted.
Yes.
Kobolds.
Yes. Yeah. Hags can have sons.
Yeah, but kobold sons?
She found me.
Oh.
To
and
adopt him.
raised me.
Ah, and adopted him.
Well, okay. And what is
I
it
was
that you
basically adopted.
Zim?
I cast spells.
Oh.
I am a wizard.
What?
I am on a pursuit of knowledge.
Oh. Okay. Well. Okay.
Oh,
What kind of spells can you cast?
I can cast quite a few spells.
All right.
Are you guys
I'm ignoring the question.
as you guys were walking and having your discussion, Diomora, roll your perception. Well, actually, no, roll your survival skill.
$22.
You found a good spot that you think would be large enough and safe enough for everyone to rest for a full night. As far as food, there is mushrooms around and some what are they called? There's mushrooms around to eat, but there's also some mushrooms that are filled with like buckets of water. You guys have had those mushrooms before. Let me see what they're called real quick before I forget or start making up names. Barrel stalk mushrooms, and they're pretty much they look like fat, short mushroom stalks, and it has these have 9 gallons of water inside of it. You see 3 of them. No, actually, no. Yeah, you see 3 of them, and there's also 9 pounds of food in each one.
Okay.
So the water is fresh water. These don't look like they're contaminated by anything. But it looks like it's going to be a good spot for you guys to rest. That's what you find. Diomora, you could let them know. Be like, we can rest here.
This is a safe place for us to rest.
Okay.
Well, I've already slept enough.
Well, that was a long time ago, and you only slept for like 5 minutes.
I'm tired of sleep. I say as I close my eyes.
And Ront, he says I could take first watch.
Well, Steel Defender can also stand watch with them.
Okay. And the Steel
Be
Defender is
careful.
going to be eating. So we'll say it's eating throughout the night. So add 3 more bars.
So I'm writing that down. So what did you say we were at before we did this?
Last time we documented it at 20. So
20 should be 23 now.
okay.
No.
All right. So after Ront is going to be who else? Ms. Lindra, you do that half awake thing.
Yeah, I have a half thing, so I'll take a watch. Doesn't really matter which one,
Okay, and then
as long as I get 4 hours.
Eldith, Darendil, and Ront, they all need rest. They all need to get some good sleep. But Ront, he could take it. Um, Zim, you need
Actually,
rest.
well, the still fitter doesn't need rest, so basically,
We can I suggest that some of the other the mechanids possibly
Well, they're
just
going
keep
to.
it half.
What they're going to do is meld together for the first time.
Okay,
Everybody together, and
we should check them.
that's good.
yeah. All right.
We want to make sure that they're not contaminated before they meld together.
You don't think that any
Should
of
I
them
say-
are?
Probably,
Oh, better to make sure.
probably
Well,
cast
it's whatever
alarm
we do.
before I go to bed.
Okay. All right. So you check all through the mechanids, and Leonardo, you are right. So you're like looking at them. You're saying hello, hi, how are you?
Make sure they're not nuts.
You mean make sure they're not happy?
Oh yeah, because we want to make sure we don't.
You don't want to see them start doing their singing and dancing.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
remember, we want to make sure because if one of them's if they're contaminated, that they might affect the other ones.
Mm. All right. You don't find any. Everyone seems to be
Okay.
kind of like in their stale, moody state.
Okay.
No one too excited. No one too depressed. Just always serious. They're not playing games. They're not playing hopscotch or anything.
Okay.
All right. And so you guys are going to take your rest. Go ahead and get your HP up. Learn the spells that you want to learn. And
So how exactly does HP work when you rest?
on a long rest, you get full hit points and full spells.
Okay, this is a long rest.
Yes.
And then I was gonna cast alarm before I went to rest.
Okay, you could do
If
that.
that's like something. Okay.
All right, and um, we're gonna end the game at this rest, and then we'll see each other next week. And you know, is the game? I guess I didn't really set up an opportunity for you guys to get into close combat range with Zuggtmoy. It could have happened, and if that would have happened, somebody probably would have died. I didn't go lenient on you guys except for the one time because of Zim. When she took away all of your illusions, she wanted to show you that she could hurt you if she really wanted to. So she had an extra action. She didn't take it. She restrained herself. But when it came to the layer action, she took it on you and she hit you. What's it called? She really wanted to get Cassidon. So she's got Cassidon's body now. And I it was hard for me to be able to keep up with all the actions because there's actions at 20, her actions and layer actions that happen after everybody's turn, and she gets 3 actions. And every I think it's 3 actions per turn, 1 per character, and when she runs out of layer actions, she gets a new action point at the beginning of the round. I probably shouldn't be saying all that, but it was just a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah, that's right. That's
with the legendary actions, they usually get up to 3 per turn. I'm trying to remember from the dragons that I had. 3 per turn, and they cannot have cannot take 2 at the same time.
Yes.
So she can do all 3 in a round at any
So
time
it's
she
usually
would like
just
to.
like so it's usually just like a thing that she does after everybody's turn.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. Anybody's turn.
Only once did she actually take
Only
her
if you attack.
turn to attack. Everything else was just moving up and down. Only once she took her turn to attack, and that was on Zim. So
Yeah, my character seems to be attracted to danger. Maybe
yeah,
I should make a tank.
it was a learning experience for me because I'd never done it before. I was trying to follow this without doing it wrong, but it says Zuggtmoy can take 3 legendary actions, choosing from the options below. 1 legendary action can be used at a time, only at the end of another creature's turn. Zuggtmoy
Right.
regains spent legendary actions at the start of her turn.
Right. So she gets all 3 of them back at the beginning of her turn.
Oh, so that's every round. She gets
Every
3.
round she
Yeah.
gets 3.
And that's on top
So
of her layer actions too.
Right. Which
It's on
are
top of and on top of. It just
then
stacks
the
up
regular
HP
attack.
things.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
her
right.
regular too on top of that.
Yeah, that was a learning experience for me. I wasn't quite sure how to play it out, but yeah, if there was an instance where you guys did cut the vines through, I was going to give it like 80 hit points for you guys to cut the vines, and then she would drop on the floor, and you guys got up to like 50.
Yeah.
As far as actual damage on her, you got up to around 45 actual damage points on her.
Which was probably about a quarter of what we needed, if not less.
I'm not
I know
saying.
that-
I think it's just
well, I know that because we're
Yeah.
probably running into it again.
But yeah, so that was a learning experience for me. And then what's it called? I have a question though about saving throws for like the ones that say once you succeed, you don't have to go through it for 24 hours, right? So she's got different kinds of spore attacks. But if there is a creature like let's say Yesterbrod, he uses a certain spore attack and the DC save is like 13 or something, just throwing a number there.
Okay.
He tries to do that spore attack on you and you succeed for 24 hours. With Zuggtmoy, if the DC is a higher number, like it says DC 19, if she were to use the same spore attack that he did, but since it's a different DC, are you immune to it for 24 hours? It's a new.
Yeah. As long as it is the same spore attack, as long as the ability is named the same, we are immune to it, regardless of its DC.
No, I'd say not because it's a different creature.
Different
It's
creature,
not-
different
It's
DC.
a dex-
It's
it's a
because
different DC. It's a
it's
different.
the same thing though.
it's because it's
the
like a
effects
spell.
are the same.
Yeah.
The spore attack may not be the exact same type of spores. The spore,
If it
So,
weren't, then it'd be
I'd
named
say no.
differently, right?
I'd
But
say
if it
you
weren't the
have to
exact
make-
same type of attack, it would be named
So-
differently.
if I splash you with, let's say I hit you, and you're immune to me hitting you. That doesn't mean that if James hits you, you're immune to him hitting you.
Well, I mean
If it's
that's
the same attack,
you're right, but that's
Same
a
type of
very
attack, but they're different.
yeah, but that,
They're different.
that's a very different style of looking at it. You got to look at it more like this. If a third level wizard casts a spell on you that you
Right.
save on the DC for, and a 10th level wizard casts the same spell on you with a different DC, you're still immune to that spell because you saved for it against the lower level wizard. It's the same exact spell, just
Okay,
cast
yep.
by a higher level creature.
And because they are at a higher level, the DC is going to be higher, which makes it more difficult to save against.
But
You've
it
got to
does-
now beat higher DC.
But it doesn't change the effect of the spell. If you're already immune to it, you're immune to it. Period.
But you've got to save at a higher DC, though. I would see if it was the other way around.
Well, that's just it. You can't have the double standard. If it's the other way around, then
It's
it's
more
both ways.
No, because you're
I feel
immune
like-
to it at the
I
higher
see it
level.
more as a
You'd
Yeah.
be immune to it at the lower level also.
The only thing
Okay.
the only thing I could compare it to this is like
Look it up.
well I wasn't able to find it. That's why I didn't know. I just saw that there was different DCs. So the only thing I could think of
Right.
to do it that's comparable is like using the military. If you join the army, you try to go to the Marine Corps, you have to do boot camp twice. But if you join the Marine Corps, you do boot camp once and you could go to any branch without doing it again. So
Right.
going from the highest one down, you don't need to make that check again. But if you're going from the lowest one to higher, then you have to make the check again. That's what I thought. So I didn't use the infestation spores from Zuggtmoy. I only used the mind control spores, and then after that, I was like, you know what? I don't know if I would be cheating because if it's a higher Constitution save for the infestation spores. So I didn't do that. I just used the mind control spores. But it's like the bridesmaids do the infestation spores. Um, what's his name does the infestation spores? Yesterbrod and Zuggtmoy, and they're everywhere all right here. So if the bridesmaids or Yesterbrod did the infestation spores, you guys go up to Zuggtmoy and she finally does it. You're already immune to it, but it's like it's a wasted attack for her in her layer. Like it's pointless to have it on her at that point.
So it's the exact same attack as the other ones that are doing then.
Right,
It's
but
not
But
like
it's
but
a
it
high-
but it's a higher dexterity, a higher DC save.
okay. I've got an
So
idea.
it'd just be more concentrated,
relate
so
this
you'd probably roll that again. But
Let's
once you
relate
save
this
that
to
roll, you
drugs.
wouldn't do it again, right?
Let's relate this to drugs. You can take a low level amount of X drug that is okay, but now you get a higher level drug, and that's going to kill you. You make your DC
Or if you
save no problem against the low level one, but against the high level one, boom.
There's also the argument of it's more like a sickness, and like once you've had the sickness, you build up an immunity to it,
Right.
and then you're not gonna get sick from the same thing, even if it's like you get hit with more of that sickness, you're already immune to it.
Yeah, you've got that. Yeah.
That takes
So-
time though. So this was in a matter of hours. That takes time in the matter of months, sometimes even half a year. Like
Yeah, then just roll again.
well, what do you guys feel is fair? Because
The only problem.
it takes
The only
it,
problem. Good.
it does take away one of the major attacks from Zuggtmoy because of the previous encounters. It does take away her abilities, and it's a three
Well-
times per day thing for her.
Well, we're only immune to it for 24 hours, so by the time we fight her again, it's not going to matter, right?
No,
I think real question here is the bridesmaids spores have a lower DC than hers, right?
correct, much lower. So
So
I
you
just
could either roll again, or you could try to save the DC you rolled before and use that for like the more.
I would
higher
say
DC one.
I would say no. I just don't want to take away one of her abilities because of a previous encounter, and I don't want it
Well,
to be
yeah, that's
cheating
true.
either. So like,
I don't think it's cheating. It's a legendary boss fight.
well, how do
It's
all of
gonna-
you guys feel about it though, as a overall?
I'd say you still have to. I'd say you still have to make the higher DC.
James?
I think yeah. But if you're immune to hers, wouldn't you be immune to the lesser one?
Yes, because it's a higher
Then
one.
I would say, yeah. Then I would say yes.
Chris, what do you think?
I think that if the save says that you're immune to the effect for 24 hours, then regardless of who cast it and you saved against it, you're immune to it no matter who casts it. God could
If
himself
you're
come
immune
down and cast it.
Right.
You're already immune to it. Period.
You hit the nail on the head. If you are, then you are immune to the effect.
Yeah.
It just says if you are immune for 24 hours, that you are immune from that attack for 24 hours.
Yeah, you're immune to the.
Not everybody's attack. It's that attack. Not everybody's attack.
It's not that attack; it's that effect.
It's yeah. It's so I believe the thing he's talking about is the spores of Zuggtmoy or something like that. And if multiple creatures have that same ability, and one creature casts it at low level, and you make the save, then you're immune to it. You're immune to it, just period. For whatever amount of time you're immune to it, based off of the.
Yeah, but for that attack.
So
but
you
if
just get
somebody
keep
else
getting hit by
attacks
the lower level version.
It's the same attack. It's the same
okay,
effect.
then let's get some of these spores at DC 2 level, and we'll take it, and then we'll be be free from
because
all the attacks later on.
because the effect also goes like, because you got to look at it from this standpoint too. If you fail your save, no matter who casts a spell on you again, you can't be maddened twice. So you're automatically succeeding with the save, or you're just immune to the effect. It's the same concept. That's how I'm looking at it. If you can be immune to it by failing your save, then you should be immune to it by succeeding it as well.
Okay, then let's go with the lightning bolt. I hit you with the lightning bolt. You save lightning bolt.
This
Next time a lightning bolt hits you, you automatically save with the lightning bolt. Every single time.
That's not like a.
does.
That's a damage save, not like a madness save.
Yeah, because these are like mind influencing, body influencing effects. These aren't flat damages.
Okay.
This is just my opinion.
Then let's go with mind altering the drugs back with the drugs.
Okay. How
idea.
how about this? It says these spores, so it could be.
Yeah.
It is okay. Zuggtmoy releases spores that burst in a cloud that fills 20-foot radius sphere centered on her. It lingers for 1 minute. Any flesh and blood creature that enter in the cloud when it any flesh and blood creature in the cloud when it appears or enters it later must make a DC Constitution saving throw. On a successful saving throw, the creature can't be infected by these spores for 24 hours.
Okay, these spores. Right, that's her spores. If another creature has a different spore, they react with the brain separately, so they can be affected by those spores.
But that's just it. The game, they're not different spores. It's the same special effect. It's got the same word. It's the same reason why you can't have like if you had a monk and a barbarian, you don't get you don't get to stack the armor bonus from both classes because of the same effect.
So
you get extra attack at 5th level on a fighter or a paladin. You don't get 2 extra attacks. You only get 1.
Right.
The
So
bridesmaids
that
are already infested with her spores. That's how they exist. Is they already have her spores. That's what they're being infested by is her spores.
Yeah, they're being attacked
by are already her attack.
Yeah, they're just coming out of different creatures. They're all her spores being protruded from her underlings. I think the spell save DC should be the same for everything that casts it, personally, so you don't run into this.
Because they're all.
Yeah, because it's all the same effect.
The old first edition saving throws spells.
The only reason that they're different DCs is because they're different.
Nobody here's that old enough to remember that.
No. You're gonna make me really work for
Wait,
that one.
what did you say for that? Because I was playing. I'm familiar with 2.0. What would you just say?
Well, in first edition, each class had let's say magic users had a higher a better chance of making a saving throw against magic than let's say a fighter will. But a fighter, being a fighter and better conditioning, has a better saving throw versus poison or something like that than a magic user will.
Yeah.
So this is all we got onto stuff like that instead of using.
Everybody has the same saving throw.
Yeah.
Because it used to be certain classes would have advantages for certain saving throws. Now it's everybody's got the same.
Right. But also, if you don't mind, can I look up Zuggtmoy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
We just encountered her.
Okay. Give me a second here.
It's a Zuggtmoy.
Right. Okay, here's Out of the Abyss. Let's see. Confined ZUG. That should be enough for that. There's not too many Zugs around. Okay. Next.
I did something wrong.
Okay. Here we go.
Look at reactions. Protective thrall. I didn't do that. Holy shit. I should have done that. I didn't do it because she had 12 bridesmaids on her body.
Oh wow. Yeah,
I did not do that. I missed that entirely.
that's kind of neat. Okay. Zuggtmoy releases spores that burst into a cloud that fills a 20-foot radius. The sphere it lingers 1 minute. Humanoids and beasts in the cloud are spheres. When they enter it later, must make a DC system on a crystal save. The creature cannot be affected by these spores for 24 hours. On a failed save, creature is infected with a disease caused Zuggtmoy for 24 hours. While infected, the creature is charmed by her and cannot be reinfected by the spores. Okay. I still say if she it's these here are unique. The spores are unique to her. And every other creature that has them, the mind control, okay, it affects parts A, B, and C of the brain to control you, but the other spores would affect parts B, C, and D part of the brain to control you. It's still you still need the you still need to make the saving throw for both.
Yeah, did you see Protective Thrall?
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
Oh man, that would have been like 0 hit points that you guys did to her.
Oh yeah, probably.
Just to clarify, Protective Thrall is when Zuggtmoy is hit by an attack, one creature within 5 feet of Zuggtmoy that is charmed by her must use its reaction to be hit by the attack instead. And I didn't do that.
Yeah, that's neat.
I messed that one up.
Now,
Well,
with that,
well,
that's a reaction, so she'd only get one reaction per
I'll,
round.
yeah.
So she would have to have.
Wait, is it
If we did,
one reaction per round?
yeah.
Reactions, and you only get one reaction per round. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, so then I'll look further into it. But if you guys want to vote on it, I'll let you guys vote, and then
Go ahead and look into it, and then you go ahead and make your decision. I can see both. I can see both ways. What I'm saying is that if you get hit by a lightning bolt, same idea. You have resistance to the lightning bolt, so you're only going to take half damage every time you get hit by a lightning bolt. Same idea.
But the problem is it doesn't say that in the book, whereas it does say that about this particular attack in the book.
Right, and it also says any humanoids and beasts they cannot be affected by these spores. It specifically says these spores.
That's what I'm wondering.
Not somebody else's spores.
Like these spores from this particular cloud. That's what I'm thinking.
So all of these spores, they're all bridesmaids of Zuggtmoy, so they already have these spores.
So here's the basic breakdown for how the DM's guide says rules. The rules are guidelines.
Right.
You don't have to follow them to the letter. You don't have to pick holes at them. You're the DM. If you want us to be immune to them for 24 hours, regardless of who casts it, then make us immune. If you want us to roll for every different creature that casts it, then make us roll.
Yeah.
But when we get down to it, don't read too hard into the rules, or we're going to end up in big, long arguments like this.
Okay, well, okay. How about this then? If you guys are okay with this, in that instance where the DC is 12, you make that you're immune from the DC 12. Then it goes up to 15. You make that check, and then you're immune from the 15. And then if you're make the 19, you're infected or immune at the 19. If you get struck by the 19 first, the other ones you don't take effect because you're struck by the higher one first.
If you fail the save on the 12, are you immune to everything higher than that?
No.
Why not? I have to make 3 rolls against the same effect 3 times, even though I'm already crazy?
you can only if you're affected, you're affected. But if you're
Yeah.
not infected,
Yeah.
the higher concentration, you
Yeah,
got to go
that's what
for
I'm
it.
saying. So if
So-
you're already affected, you can't be affected again. But if you're not, you have to roll for each individual save.
But
I mean, you're the DM, so
yeah, so
you make the
in that aspect, well, you can suffer effects of badness more than once in one round. So, but for that creature, like let's say you're infected by the 12 DC, and then
Yeah.
you run into it again. It's 24 hours that you still have it, and it says
Yeah.
24 hours. What's it called? You know, you're infected for 24 hours. I would say for that class of the 12, you don't have to re-roll again. But if you're infected by a 15 and or a 12 and then you get infected by a 15, that's what you're saying. Roll again for the 15.
Yeah. I'm saying if you roll and you fail, and the effect occurs, do you have to roll every time you keep getting it cast on you?
Ooh.
I feel like what he's saying here is you have to re-roll if you have to face a higher DC. So
For every time you fail, you get affected 3 times.
No,
That's-
yeah, like it seems that yeah, you can get affected 3 times by the same effect, even though you're already infected by it. That's like catching the flu 3 times at the same time.
Which you theoretically can't
Which
do.
would turn into ammonia or something.
You can't do, but you can't actually catch. You can't have the flu 3 times at the same time. You can catch it 3
Because
times.
there's no, you can't because there's 3. You can get 3 different viruses that
Swine
create
flu,
human
Spanish
viruses.
flu.
Different types of flu. These are the,
Exactly.
Well,
these are the same. This is my
And they
Yeah.
have the exact same effect.
okay, so let me look in the
When it comes
I think these are fun. I think these
you're
are
the
fun.
DM. You just need to make up the rule and make us follow it. That's all I got to say.
Okay, so once you're infected, do you want to play like a hard mode? That would
No.
be no.
No. We're already playing a hard mode. You're trying to turn it up to 42. We're already sitting at 37. Quit turning it up.
No, it sounds exciting though. To have to make multiple checks after you fail for the higher DC. That sounds pretty awesome. Imagine how crazy your character would get, and then to see like the mushroom sprouts growing all around you. And then you already have the staff of restoration.
No, that works on less on.
It works on the spores.
Yeah, it works on the disease.
It works on the infestation spores, but it doesn't work on the madness.
Yeah.
So that could be pretty cool. So
So we have one.
Does it remove?
Yeah,
remove
sure.
curse,
So-
remove madness?
Yes, remove curse removes madness. Well, it removes madness that has been cursed, that is based off of a curse. The
Yep.
madness that I have is the curse of Zuggtmoy, so it's a curse and can be removed by such. The regular madness that we're affected by every day, that not so much.
yeah, it's
Not that anybody heard me because it fucking froze again.
yeah, level
Fucking
3.
hate this shit.
Level 3. No, we heard you. We heard you.
Yeah.
Level 3 is indefinite madness, and that requires greater restoration. I don't know if a curse remove curse would fit that one. I have to see it again. But I know level 1, madness level 1, madness level 2, those could be restored by lesser
Hear me?
restoration.
No.
Yeah, we could hear you. We heard everything you said.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I can't hear you guys. You guys just freeze and then catch up in about. It's like I get like 10 seconds of you guys catching up to me in 1 second. You just guys just go.
Okay. All right. So then let's do this. Then I just want to make sure that everybody understands. For the checks of 12, 15, and 19, as the DC is higher, you have to make the check. Once you're infected at 12, you don't have to roll again for infection at 15 or infection at 19 because you're already infected. I don't mind it where you have triple infections. I think that would be awesome. But if you guys don't want that, that's fine. I'll go with that.
I don't
Okay.
want it.
Okay. So the
I'm
higher
good at saying this.
the DC, that's what you have to make, and then everything below it gets removed or eliminated. Once you're infected at the 12, you don't have to worry about getting infected again for 24 hours.
Or the duration
Okay.
of, yeah.
Okay.
Whatever he says, right?
Okay, what?
All right, guys. I gotta quit sitting at this desk now. It's killing me.
All right, you guys have fun. Good night.
All right.